You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good whatevers. Welcome along. Hey, it's all going wrong. My mother told me there'd be days like this. How are you doing? This is the Watchalong, Bristol City versus Leicester City on LTID TV, brought to you from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're watching, join in the chat. You've got to subscribe to do that, but it is free. And if you're listening via YouTube podcast, welcome along. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget you can follow us on all of our socials. And if you're wondering where they are, there they are. That's all our socials. You can follow us, either search Leicester Till I Die or search LTID TV. Either the two will should find us anyway. Doug, thank you very much, young man. Another year older, another year certainly not wiser, and another year of up and down on that roller coaster that is a Leicester City. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ben's gone for 2-1-3-1. We'll be taking predictions later. So I asked a bit of a question earlier when I was talking. Okay, yep. Can I just say, of course, it is a watch along, so no spoilers, no scores. I think we're probably the only game that's actually kicking off at this time, so I don't think we've probably got too much to worry about on that front. But just as a reminder, is this the most important game of the season for Leicester City? And we'll come on to the squad in a minute. I probably think it is. I've said with everything that's gone on, with the fact that we have blown a lead of 12 odd points, everything that's been going on with the Leicester FFP, PSI, PPI, WTFs, whatever, so many of them. And then, of course, Willie Kirk is no longer with the club on the ladies' side. So there's a lot been going on. There's a lot to distract everybody. And the fans are starting to fight amongst themselves. And that worries me. It really, really does. There's a lot of fans are blaming Top. Look, what do they expect any owner to be 100% perfect? You know, you can come on and you can say, we need a fantastic manager, Alex Ferguson, but then you got shit owners like the Glaziers. All right, that's changed now, but you get what I mean. Very rare that you get something like Manchester City, where you've got owners with just bottomless pockets and a good manager in there as well. And John, exactly. This game will define our season. We win, then we're back on track. We lose, and we'll probably bottle it. I mean, there's 9 games to go. 8 if you Leeds. They've got 1 less. So it will be interesting to see how it goes. Leeds, of course, as cocky as some of their fans are, have still got to go and win their games. You know, they're playing. there's no easy games at this time of year. That is the thing. No matter how what's what I'm looking for, how low down the table a player or a team is, you can't risk going to a team like QPR and saying we're going to beat them, because they're fighting for survival. So even, you're looking on paper and thinking that's going to be an easy game. Is it buggery? It's not. It's not. So, little Lucas, how the hell do you think that you are a? Let me just delete that. I don't know how he gets to be a mod, unless he's just a Leeds fan that's got delusions of grandeur. Thank you so very much, Ben. How I appreciate that very, very much. Don't 21. I'm not looking bad for 21, am I? P.S. I think we will scrape home and come second. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Look, it's going to be interesting. From a neutral's point of view, we've made the whole season interesting for them. I said right from middle of October, when is our bad patch going to come? We've had it. But we finished. We were in a quarter-final, something Leeds weren't. We struggled against Chelsea, as did Leeds. Let's be honest with you. Either teams could have beaten them. Neither of us did. Leeds did give a good performance up against Chelsea, to be fair. But it's squeaky bum time. If you've got a can of WD-40, please do go and use it, because you're going to need it before now and the end of the season. Right, I'm just going to line one or two things up, and I will be back after this very short break.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
No, please do subscribe and smash that likes button. Let's just catch up here with a couple of comments. Ben, I have my DP on standby for the pressure points on my lower back. I'm just worried. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. It feels like a cup final. It does. It is. And I mean, we were playing. What's that called? Where you say something that's obvious, Michael Owenism. Bingo yesterday with me and Craig, with all the different sayings we were coming out with. Every game's a cup final now to the end of the season. Andreas, and yeah, just is anybody else worried, or is it just me? That's the thing. I don't know how confident I feel. But let me put the team up, and we'll go through the team. Hopefully you can see that. Let me try and make it a little bit bigger for you. Which I don't think I'm going to be able. Oh, there we go. That's bigger for you. And just before I do that, let me bring the beautiful one in. She's out of a hotel bedroom, so hopefully she's Owen got woke up early enough to get there to report on the game. Kate, hello.
Look at the blue sky's out.
I know we've got sun here as well on the south
It's
coast.
not raining.
Maybe the sun shines on the righteous.
I feel like this looks like the Simpsons credits at the end of The Simpsons when they show the blue sky. Maybe that's because the Leicester Blues have arrived in town today.
Well, like I say, fingers crossed. I've got to say well done to Jordan in the Leicester Mercury. He picked the team spot on. I think it's our strongest team, probably without Chowdhury, and that's no disrespect to Chowdhury, but if we had Ricardo in there, I think we would be looking at it being strong. But indeed, he's starting, which is good. Vardy, he had to start, didn't he? So,
Yeah,
thoughts on the team.
Sorry?
Thoughts on the team? Sorry.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's our strongest team. My personal view is that Vardy wasn't injured. But sorry if you can't hear me. It's really windy here.
Right.
I don't think he was actually injured. I think Enzo just shuts down any discussion about whether or not he's going to start every single week. So if he just says he picks up a knock rather than say I'm just going to give him a few weeks off again to just manage him, I think that's what's happening. So I think Vardy will be ready to go. But yeah, I agree with you. I think the only weakness is Chowdhury, that we've got to handle Ricky King with care. So if he can come on in the second half maybe, or get half an hour and do his belt, I'd be pleased about that, and hopefully we can start on Monday. But yeah, definitely our strongest team. The bench looks good. I'd like to see Albrighton included a little bit more. Perhaps he's on the bench. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think if you've got Vardy up front, then you need that's the best time to have Albrighton on the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those two just know each other so well. They can probably read each other's minds these days. I think they sit next to each other in the changing room as well. So they're just probably got some telepathy going on there with each other on the pitch. So I love to see it happen. I'd like to see it happen more. I think Albrighton's been underutilised, but Fatawu, we've obviously got a point to prove because we're allowed to now, but we've had to play him and try and push to sign him because we've got to look to the future.
Yes, indeed. The wrong end of it. He said happy birthday to Abdul. I don't think it's Abdul's birthday. He just it's his birthday this month, but I got a card off. Well, I didn't get a card. I got an e-card off the club. It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Mate, you're looking exceptional. You put all of us to shame.
Well, I think so. I think we should play this then.
Have a happy birthday from us to you.
But they say, I'll say thank you to myself. But no, as because it's your birthday, what the club do now, if you remember, they send you a sort of a little message through, and there's a video from one of the players.
Oh,
Depending
nice.
who it is, you know. Cheers, Scott, and cheers, Andreas, as well. Yeah, I look at that team and I think he's going for it, and we can't worry about Norwich. You know, if we worry about Norwich too much, then we could make a mess of this.
Yeah, you can only deal with the game right in front of you. There's no point thinking about the next game yet because you don't know what the team's going to be. It's a completely different concept, the game on Monday. Today's all about Bristol, getting the job done. It's not the game in hand today, but it would be nice to capitalise on this game and go 3 points clear again.
It would. Do you think Ndidi? I don't think he's going to play the full 90 minutes.
I don't know what he did. I meant to check actually what he did for Nigeria. Did he play at all for Nigeria over the break? I don't know if he did, but I can't see him.
I was otherwise occupied with things that were going on.
It was so busy. I can't see him doing the 90 minutes. But if we're losing or we're drawing or our backs against the wall a bit, he's staying on. I think a bit like he was pushed on a bit early a few weeks ago. I think if we need him. I think he's got 90 minutes in him, but you obviously got to manage players when they come back from injury, but sometimes needs must. So we'll just have to see.
We will. And do you think, I think you actually made the point of, you can see it two ways. Playing for Nigeria could be a bit of a pain in the arse. He's only just come back from injury, but he's obviously all right because he's playing today. Or it could give him, a couple of games or minutes on the pitch.
Yeah, I was quite happy with that. It's always a risk players going on international duty, but for players like Wilfred, like he was recovered from his injury because he played for us, and it's a good chance for him to get 90 minutes under his belt without exhausting our team 11. So if he got some minutes for Nigeria, which I don't know if he did, then that's good news for us because he's come back injury free and he'll have come back fitter.
Yes, yeah. Now I don't want to start any rumours here, but I am just watching LCFC and Jerry Taggart's talking, and behind him, I hope it is an extremely large microphone boom, and just behind that is Owen Palmer-Atkin. Now, let me not say about the colours of the wall. Oh, he's back. Yes, it is a microphone. Thank God for that. No, I'm not going to go there. I'm not. What do you predict? You've got to watch the show last night, folks, if you're wondering what's going on. And it was
great. It was a brilliant show last night.
It was. Fair play to Owen. He didn't give away too many secrets, and obviously he's not allowed to. But do check it out. A question and answer with Owen Palmer-Atkin from BBC Radio Leicester, Kate's best friend. And we did also discuss Kirk's dismissal briefly, and obviously we spent a lot of time talking about FFP, PSR, PPI, and what have you. So, Kate, I'm going to ask you your score prediction.
I'm going to go for 2-1 today to Leicester.
You just copying my homework, aren't you?
Well, I can see it, you see, that's why.
Well, I'll cover it up. There we go. You can't see it. Kate, stay safe. Hopefully speak to you after the match.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll all have big smiles on our face.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, enjoy the game. I'll speak to you later.
And what's that wind?
Yeah, I know, it's so windy. At least it's not raining. It was hail yesterday, so much better today.
And watch those follow-throughs.
Always. All right, see you later. Bye.
Right, okay. So just catch up with a few comments, and then we'll bring Brad in. Likes to make an appearance. He's a bit of a diva. So anyway, Nate is in. Scott, thank you very, very, very much for that. Andreas, thank you for that as well, and Nate as well. Do you think Pratt or Atgood may come on for Ndidi or Brighton? Any one of those three could, depending how. It obviously depends how the game's going. Ben says, think we should do what we did when we won the Prem, play game by game. I think that's what Enzo's plan is, if you can smash the likes and subscribe, that would be great. Kate, has Dave been replaced now then? Well, it looks like it. It does look like it. And Scott's gone 3-0 to Leicester. Well, he's here. He's late. He had to be chased. I don't know if he's there. Are you there, Brad?
I am there. And I'm like a lady that's running late. I'm just doing my makeup and my hair before I present myself on camera. Because the worst thing is, mate, I was up at 10 o'clock. I was getting myself ready. I done everything. And I thought, I'm just going to have a nice little stretch. And then that was at about 11:15. And then at 11:57, I woke up to a message of Chris saying, "Are you there?" I'm like, "Yeah, crap. Yeah, I'm here. I'm on my way."
Honestly, guys, you can't get the staff anymore. You really can't. I pulled me going this morning, but don't ask about that. Hopefully you managed to get a quick gander at the team.
Yes, strong 11. Although I've heard on the press conference that Vardy, Ricardo, and Pratt could be available. I guess it's the old opposite mentor to Brandon. He's not rushing Ricardo back, if that is the case. Because I was like, Chowdhury. My issues with Chowdhury as a right back. He doesn't realise people are on his left-hand side when he's going into the box.
Yes.
Yeah. QPR Chelsea games are evident to that. So, but yeah, it's a strong lineup, Chris. We've got to go strong. We've got to go fittest and strong. And I think that maybe reiterates why he's not gone Ricardo. He's not 100% fit to start a game.
No. And we've got Norwich on Monday as well.
Yeah, you basically got a rest day, a light, and it'll be a light training day. And then maybe a morning session on Monday because it's at home. No, it isn't. It's 12:30 kickoff, isn't it? So it won't be that. So yeah, it'll be a light train on a Sunday and then into the game. So maybe saving for that, I'd imagine, because it is a strong 11. I like the look of it, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just going to put the team up for everybody, and then you got the substitutes going there. Solarchik, Ricardo, Cody, Albrighton, Eunice, Marchal, Pratt, Iheanacho, and Daka. So it's a really good bench as well, isn't it?
It is. I like the versatility of it. You've got Gunn and Pratt, again, two dissimilar midfielders, but, it's good that Ricardo's at least made the bench. I mean, bless him, he's held together by bloody blue tack, sticky tape, and bloody paper cuts. Is Pratt, but he's on there as well as Ricardo. Both of them have held up that way. It's funny. He said one of the four of his strikers wouldn't make the bench, and I don't know. Maybe people in the comments will be different, but two versatile strikers, Iheanacho and Daka, given the circumstances in regards to their time left at the club, leaving Cannon out.
I think he's injured.
Is he?
I think he is injured. He was a bit of a doubt, according to the press conference notes I saw. He was a bit of a doubt, so I'm not surprised he's out. Again,
it's easy on him then.
Yeah, he said basically that other players could possibly come back, and obviously they have. Those that he's mentioned are all there, and but he did say that oh my God, Cannon. Wouldn't make it for either of these weekend games. So, yes, exactly. I want to ask you this, though, Brad. Make the most of you while I've got you. I asked this earlier. Is this the most important game of the season for Leicester?
Yeah, Chris. I said this on the show where we broke down, all four clubs in the title races. That run in, and I think it is. Even if Leicester are on good form, this is the running now. We have, we have 9 uninterrupted games. There's no stupid international breaks. There's no FA Cup ties, sadly, for Leicester to worry about. So there's nothing to distract anybody. This is just game. Should be sponsored by Thatcher's. Maybe if I was decided to,
it hits the target. It hits the target a hell of a lot more than Raheem Sterling does.
It certainly does. And if that's just a day, we'll have year on time. So that's what
Yeah.
else is good for. There you go. But no, I said it as well, didn't I, Chris? I think our next 2 games are the most pivotal because we need to get 6 points. And this is the point of the season where you can't really look at it and go, oh no, a point at home against Norwich and 3 points here. No, we need 6 points. I want the position of power to remain in Leicester's hands going into this race, whether that's for top or just top 2. Because we could be going and playing Norwich, Chris. We could be playing Norwich, and we could be 3rd.
Yes. Indeed. Oh, look, I've just got a message off Brad. But yeah, literally, anybody could be leading the table. Ipswich or Leeds. Anybody could be second. Anybody could be third, all depending. But for me, with everything that's gone on, as in all this FFP, even the Willie Kirk thing, all going, only Leicester could do this, couldn't they, really? I just think that with all that going on, hopefully Enzo, and he is a young manager, as in, this is his first full season as a manager. He's got to sort of take their minds off it. And I think he probably has got that advantage, having, with the experience he's had at Manchester City. But that's why I think it's so important, because with everything else going on, a win would just lift the team, I think.
Yeah, and on that side of things, Chris, it just takes a little bit of focus off it, doesn't it? It's typical that it came around after an international break, because we'd like to have got a couple of wins on our sheets. So we're talking more about the football. Luckily, they've all come and passed now. Thank the Lord. It is his weekend after all. It is the weekend of Jesus, isn't it? Easter, as apparently so. So thanks to me. When football is back now and not interrupted. And yeah, it's just ideal. It's ideal situation all around, not just for the league table, not just for that situation, but for the players, the fans, and everything involved. Just let's talk about Leicester winning and not focus on whether we spent £2.50 too much. You know what I mean, Chris?
Yes.
Just what the club needs.
I'm actually quite pleased that this first game is away and not at home, because there's so much toxicity towards top and the board from certain other Leicester City channels, and I'm sure somebody in the chat will go running off to them and go, oh, do you know what Chris was saying? Lick your arse, tell stories behind your back, because we do know that somebody in the chat does do that, somebody that just tend to float between the channels. The fact that it's away, you do get better support away from home than you do at home, and that's not criticising the majority of fans, and I know it's a minority, but it's always been the same, isn't it? When you're away, you're trying to make more noise than the home team fans.
Yeah, you do. Again, it's more of a relaxed day for you. You not only have you've spent probably £50 to get there, so you might as well bloody well enjoy it. You know what I mean? On travelling tickets alone. So few factors go siders down your neck on the coach there, maybe, and you're there for an atmosphere. And you always say, don't you? Especially, it was more evident for us last season when we were nervous and depressed because of how badly it was going. The away end always seems to make more noise than the home end, don't they, at times, because of it? And I just think we need it. I think you're right, Chris. I think we need a happy go, cheerful atmosphere. And I think we just need 3 points, Chris.
Yeah, and I think, like I say, I think the crowd being away will be behind us. There's the table. As you can see, Leeds are top with their massive 1 goal advantage. You think they've won it? They're still in that open top bus. They've not put it away since they beat us. And then there's Ipswich on 81. They just will not go away. They're like a bad itch from poison ivy. They're just there. But look, we're away to Bristol. Leeds are away to Watford. I can't see Watford doing us any favours somehow. Bristol have got Leeds coming up, by the way, but speaking to their fan the other night, they're not hopeful that they'll be able to do us any favours either. Ipswich are away at Blackburn. So you've got to say, looking at that, all banter and joking aside, I would be very surprised if Leeds didn't beat Watford and Ipswich didn't beat Blackburn. Southampton Middlesbrough could be the draw. So we can't rely on other teams, can we?
No, we certainly can't. But you say that, Chris. This is that point of the season where anything happens, doesn't it? And our result could weigh heavily on the psychologicalness of Leeds, because they're the late game, aren't they? They're the late game, and I know it's. I think at any other point in the season, you would nail on a Watford win. And whilst I'm sat here and I have predicted, a Watford win in the prediction show, I do feel that Leeds will probably get the job done. And again, we can't rely on other teams to get us over the line, just like we couldn't rely on them to keep us up last season. So, yeah. But again, it's a funny old game, football, isn't it? If Leicester go and get a big win, go back top, and then Ipswich win, all of a sudden Leeds find themselves third. They have to win. And it could, you don't know how they're going to respond. But yeah, I mean, do our job, and then if others do theirs, then we'll go again, do our job Monday 12:30 against Norwich.
Yeah. It is an interesting day of football, an interesting weekend. Let me just bring up, where's it gone? It's disappeared altogether. I haven't got it. So let's get your score predictions in. I'm having one of those days today because I got up this morning to do my radio show and realised I'd booked a day off with it being my birthday. So I was able to go back to bed, and then of course I was doing a bit of a Brad. I was sort of trying to catch up. Brad, what's your score prediction?
Well, in the predictions league, I gone 3-0, but like an American leader once said, he unfortunately never became president, but I had a dream. And I had a dream that Vardy was going to score 2, Fatui was going to score, Bristol were going to score at 2-0 to make it 2-1, and Leicester were going to counter it down the other end, and none other than Wout Faes was going to get the ball passed to him by Vardy, breaking away, and we're going to win 4-1.
So are you going for 3-0 or 4-1?
I go 4-1 for this one because I can't change my prediction in the league. But for this one, let's go for my dream, Chris. Let's have the 4-1. Let's have it come true.
We haven't got Luke with us because he's out because of the timings and what have you. He'll be with us at half time. I'm going to put him down for 4-0.
Yeah, we're down for a Luke special. 4-0.
Do you know what Luke went for by any chance?
Without checking, and I don't have my phone to hand, I actually don't know what he went for. Probably 4-0. We'll just take 4-0.
Yeah, I can get it up. Kyle's going 2-0. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing? That's the Leicester, of course. John, how are you doing, mate? Thank you so much. John, he's one of the nice Leeds fans, isn't he?
One of the few. Yeah, there's a few of you out there that are actually decent and come on this show and just give banter as it is. But
all I will say to you, John, is I love Watford. I always have, and I've never criticised Watford at all.
No. It's not like we badger them for sacking their managers every 6 months.
No,
we'd never do such a thing.
I would never. No, I don't know anybody that would say that they've done me now. I can't even find Luke's. Has Luke done it this week? I have no idea. I can't find it. So anyway, not to worry. I'll put him down. I'll put him down for 4-0 because that's what he usually goes. If it's 4-0, I never said that. Shh.
Yeah, Luke only went 1-1 if it happened.
Yes. Exactly.
There
Hey, there he is. Look at that. He's giving his beard a comb and
got myself all Jesus prepared. You're all going to hell, by the way. Not a single Easter egg on my birthday. Jesus' birthday and real birthday, not Christmas. It was Easter. I sacrificed myself for your sins, and this is how you repay me.
I did think about getting you an Easter egg, Brad. And I didn't bother, but then again, I thought, well, it's the thought that counts.
Oh, well, thank you, Chris. It's the thought that counts. Guess what? Funny enough, I did the same for you.
Yeah, I'm going to say, before you say anything, where's my birthday card?
It's in the post. Royal Mail 2, the one that never turns up. But happy birthday to you, mate. And did you have a good time with your family for the meal?
I did, even though I dropped you in it because I forgot to do everything. But hopefully
It's all
that
right. I'll
won't be a
save the day.
problem.
Me and Dave saved the day as per.
You did, and hopefully moving forward, you shouldn't have too much trouble with me forgetting to do anything because you'll be able to do it yourself moving forward. But yeah, I had an absolutely fantastic night. I had a lovely steak, and unfortunately, kids are up earlier than me, and I'm up at 6 to do the bloody breakfast show. But no, it was a good night, and I was supposed to be seeing my daughter today, but I'm not sure how long this show's going to go on for, so I'm going to see her on Sunday instead.
I've just seen Luke. You won't believe it, Chris. He's not gone 4-0.
Has he not?
He's got 4 goals, but he's not gone 4-0. He's gone 3-1.
There's always a mix of those of that 4, isn't there? I think 4 is his lucky number. Quite right here, Steve. Goal difference is key today. If we take the lead, we need to keep pushing for more goals, not sitting on a 1-goal lead. Yeah, because we've never had a huge goal. Whilst we've had a very good goal difference, it's never been that much above the likes of Ipswich and Leeds.
No, it's not. And that could be something that needs to be taken into account if this continues to be the pattern where Leicester and Leeds are tied on points or maybe even tied on goal difference. Because I think, well, I know the ruling is it will then go down to goals scored. And then if we're both the same, we actually have to have a match. That could be very interesting. Could you imagine that, Chris?
Yeah.
Last game of the season, same points, same goal difference, same goal scored. We've got to play Leeds for a third bloody time. Just to see who wins the open top bus parade, but no, it is, and I'm sure the players know that. I'm sure they're not, if they go 1-0 up after a few minutes, not going to go, well, that'll do us. So they want to get 2 and 3, and without being reckless, though, obviously, Chris, and that's the way Enzo plays.
Yeah. Doug is in. Hi, Doug, again. Well, he's in. He's been in. He's gone out. He's come back in again. He thinks he's gone 1-0 to Leicester, which probably means he's gone.
Start calling Doug Yoki.
I'm going to say he's gone 3-0, probably 3-0 to Bristol. Look, if anybody hasn't watched it yet, we've got a couple of good shows on the channel. Please go and check out. There is one that is that we've both done these, that you'll find them under the pick, and one is a Q&A with Gavin McGaw. Now, he's the chap, used to be press officer and executive at the EFL for 2 years. He basically put a lot of things in plain English for us. So Q&A with Gavin McGaw, please go and check it out. It's a really, really good show. And he did answer. We didn't get through, unfortunately, as many questions as I wanted to from the audience. He has said he will come back and do another one, so that should be good. And also last night, what's going on at Leicester City / Willie Kirk fired? We had a chat with Owen Palmer Atkin, from BBC Radio Leicester. I've seen him today on the screen. He's there doing another reporting, obviously, job for the BBC. But no, he was great last night. Really appreciated coming on. Gave us what he could give us. He gave us a few things off camera that I am been sworn to secrecy over. Swap blood and all that. That was me grasshopper, wasn't it? But that's a very, very good show, and he answered. We had half an hour of me and Kate asking him questions, then half an hour of audience questions. So very, very good. I think we've just got to wait and see now, haven't we? End of June, we've got to get the when we've got to announce our figures. So we've got a few months yet to suffer, Brad. I said this yesterday to Craig. Fuck the performance today. It's all about the result.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, it'd be nice to have a confident-looking performance. And for God's sake, I can't get my bloody thing to work. It'd be nice to get a good performance and the result. But ultimately, whether it's as gold as Thatcher's, or it's as bronze as Nuki Brown. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter as long as at the end of the day, Leicester are walking away with 3 points. Is it still called Ashton Gate? Is it still Ashton Gate?
It is as far, yes.
See, I know me ground. Don't ask me offside, but I know me ground.
Paul, hey, how you doing? He's gone 4-0 to Leicester. I hope so. I would love that. But I will take 3 points if it goes in off Iheanacho's testicles in the 95th minute. I don't care as long as we get the 3 points. Look, the players are in the tunnel, Brad. I will let you go and line up, and it's on a lot of different things today. But everybody, wherever you're watching it, turn the sound down, tune into this, and listen to my amazing commentary. Matty James is captain Bristol City. Good to see him again. Always thought he was the better of the two with Drinkwater, to be honest with you. And I will see you at half time, Brad.
Yeah, I'll see you at half time just as my stream kicked in. So yeah, I'm good to go to watch it as well. I'll see you, and I'll be on time for half time.
That'll be a first. All right.
Hey. All right.
See you later, buddy. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, here we go. Oops. We went at the same time. We're merging into one, me and Brad. Right, let me just line this up. And whilst I'm lining this up, you just have a little watch of this.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
We would all love it if we beat them. And look at that. I nearly made it look like I know what I'm doing. No spoilers, guys. Scott is in. He will kick your arse out of the chat if there are any there's any spoilers whatsoever. The clock will go up when we kick off. So if you do anything before I announce it, whether it's a corner, a penalty, a booking, Wout Faes farting as he runs past the referee, anything that you announce before I announce it, and simply out of here. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. You don't get any second choices, even if you do it as a joke. Jim, hi Jim, how you doing? Jim is in from good old US of A. How are things over there? Is Florida, if my memory... No, it's not Florida. I get confused. We have a lot of Leicester fans from America. It's always good to see them, but I have absolutely no idea where... I get confused. Nate, meet Jim. Jim, meet Nate. 2 Americans in today. It's an American massive. Paul, see you in a bit, mate. So nice to see Matty James. Like I say, for me, he was always the better of the two. Drinkwater purely... Look good by Kante. So Jamie Vardy now, obviously he's captain, and he has gone to they are kicking towards the Leicester fans in this first half. They've got their their new manager in at Bristol City. Not particularly, apparently started well, but not doing so good now. So the team you can still see there at the moment. And we've got a pretty good team, pretty good bench. We're not rushed anybody back. I don't think we could have picked a bit better bench other than having actually Ricardo start today. So the sun is out in Bristol, which apparently was hailstoning yesterday. And here we go. So Bristol City in their red tops with pinstripe white stripes, white socks and red white shorts and red socks. Leicester in their away kit of black with the blue stripe on, black shorts with the blue edging and the same colour socks, and they are kicking from right to left in this first half. So the first half they're actually kicking towards their own fans, are Leicester. So you got a little bit of shade in this near side of the pitch. The rest of it is in glorious sunshine. If I don't answer any questions that you are putting in, it's because obviously I'm concentrating. If you've got any questions, if Scott is still in, he will answer them for you. So Leicester haven't got this away. Bristol City managed to keep it in really well there. It was an up and under, but Leicester haven't been able to get it away. Bristol City are still on the edge of the box. A long shot hits a Leicester defender, goes out for a corner. Leicester not doing a very good job there of getting it away. Let me just move more up into position. Yeah, not very decisive at all there from Leicester. I've got to be honest with you. So the corner headed clear by Leicester. Mavrididi's defending now. It hits a shot in, but it hits Faz. Yeah, Bristol started well here. First 2 minutes, it's all been Bristol. So I've got to say Bristol City having the better of the first 2.5 minutes. It is only 2.5 minutes though, so let's not get too worried by that. So Vestergaard on the ball, chips it up and over to Ndidi, back to Faz in that right back role, plays it forward, tried a neat 1-2 there with Vardy, but it didn't really come off as Vardy tried to clip it through back-heeled to another Leicester player. And now, so it's been up in the air. It was ping-pong, and Bristol City get a free kick. 3 minutes gone, 0-0. Free kick to Bristol City, sorry. Who they take it very, very quickly. It's on the far side. Of course, this pitch actually doesn't look in too bad condition. I think they play rugby here as well, unless I'm very much mistaken. Knowing me, I probably am. So Bristol City now coming down this near side. A long ball. Oh, it's gone past. It's gone. It went past Justin, and it was too hard for to find his teammate, and it went out, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Leicester City. So one defender takes it to another defender, and it's chipped back over to the same defender. So Faz has it now on the far side, looking for options, plays it forward. Somehow Leicester managed to keep hold of it. I'm not sure how. More luck, and Dewsbury Hall plays it out. Lucky touch there. The Bristol City defender didn't keep hold of it, and Fatarou's got it now. So Mavrididi outside of his boot into the box, and it's still in the box now. Fatarou, it's up. Vardy! Oh! I mean, what a lovely move by Mavrididi. It was on the right outside of his foot, clipped it into the box. It was. I mean, he got to Mavrididi luckily, but look, you need a bit of luck sometimes. Vardy's first header goes out to Fatarou, but then it's a deflection in. Vardy goes up for it, but he can't really get any power. But Leicester are coming away again here. Mavrididi, he's going into the box. Mavrididi. And now to Fatarou on the far side of the box, plays it back, but it's a bad ball. It's straight to a Bristol City defender. So Leicester City are going a little bit possession there and enjoying having a few effort. Well, not efforts, but a few moments of dominance. Kieran Dewsbury turns on the ball, and again. Winks to Justin, back to Winks, into Chowdhury in the centre circle in the Bristol half. So many lines on this pitch that it's confusing. Like a local drug dealer's den. Chowdhury manages to keep hold of it, and it's back to Vestergaard. We'll play it out to Faz on the far side, just inside the half of Bristol. Bristol can't get it away at the moment, but they do have possession. Back with the centre halves of Bristol City now. Play it forward, but it's a bad ball. No, he got it. He got it to Winks. Got it to Dewsbury Hall. It was bundled over, but no foul, says the referee. Kind of used to that this season in this division. The referees tend to do let play go on a little bit more, and it's good to see as well. I mean, was that a free kick? It probably would have been given in the Premier League, if I'm honest with you. But no, let's just play on them. It's a contact sport after all. And just as I say, contact sport, they show a close-up of Hamza Chowdhury, who likes a bit of the odd contact now and again with the opposition players, doesn't he? Likes to put his foot in and let them know that he's there. So, an up and over ball there, but Bristol City Ringers controlled it well, gets it back to his teammate and forward to another Bristol player, but defending there from Vestergaard, who puts it out for a throw-in just inside the Leicester half on the near side. 7 minutes gone. So throw-in. Close to one of the rugby lines. Don't know which one it is because I don't follow rugby. So, chipped forward by the Bristol player, but it only goes, I think Justin hasn't got a chance to let it go out. What you going to do? Oh, God almighty. Honestly, Justin played it to Hermansen. He let it run past him, and it was just getting closer and closer to the goal. No, Vardy! No. There's a lucky there. Vardy couldn't quite get onto the end of that ball. If he had, it'd have been through and it would have probably been 1-0. But now Bristol City got it in coming away. But that was a lucky bit of defending by Justin. And by the time he actually caught the ball up, Hermansen, he nearly lost it to a Bristol City player. Don't forget to smash that likes. 56 in. We like to get to 50 likes if that's possible. It's both Doug. Oh, a shot there from Bristol, but Hermansen goes down and makes an easy save. Yeah, there's just so many white lines on it, Jim. So it's back with Vestergaard inside his own box. Plays a lovely ball forward to Ndidi. Plays it back to Faz. Just stands on it, just taking his time. Finds Chowdhury. Plays it back to Hermansen. He's got Vestergaard to his left, which he uses. He plays it to Hamza in the middle. Can't count your prediction. It's coming after kickoff, I'm afraid. So Hamza sees the ball from Manson and gives it back to him. So chipped. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Chip ball forward. Fataru ended up on his arse. Don't know if he slipped or was pushed, but play goes on and it's with the Bristol City goalkeeper at the moment. So at the moment, it's 56% possession to Bristol, 44 to Leicester. 3 shots to Bristol, 2 to Leicester. Nobody's actually managed to hit the target yet. Good morning, Rojo. How are you doing in sunny LA? 5:30 there. Wow. Nice to see you up early. Oh, lovely ball through here for Bristol City. They got it to the byline. They cross it over and it's headed, but it's headed out to a Bristol City player. Oh, lovely. There's a Bristol City player clearing the box. Oh, and he takes a shot and it's straight down. Luckily, no power behind it. Bit of a daisy cutter straight down to Manson's throat. And he just kneels down and takes the ball. That was a good passage of play there by Bristol. I'm a bit worried. I mean, I think they're just saying then it's Tanner that's playing well for Bristol City, but I'm a bit worried he's getting a little bit of freedom there. A little bit too much freedom for me. Hermansen Playing it risky to Winks. He was marked, but he gets it to Vestergaard, who brings it forward on this near side. Just walks inside, gives it to Winks. Winks looking around, tries to give it to Dewsbury Hall, but it's a bad ball from Winks, an awful ball. It was nowhere near Dewsbury Hall at all. Good turn from the Bristol player. Now Bristol City run at the defence. Oh, played it through. Hermansen came out quickly to get the ball. Thank goodness he did. That was a really bad ball here. Looking nervous are Leicester. There's a few stray passes. So Vestergaard out to Justin. Oh, it's a long no. It was a long ball out to Fataru. I could see what he was trying to do, but it was a little bit too hard. Remember, West Brom are away to Millwall today. That kicks off at 1 o'clock. So that kicks off in 18 minutes. And you've got all 3 o'clock kickoffs until you get to Blackburn Ipswich, which is at 5:30, and Watford Leeds, which is at 8. Kevin Dewsbury Hall. Mavididi now. Dewsbury Hall runs for the return, but he's got nowhere to go. He's in the dead end. Mavididi gets it back, plays it into Winks. Winks to Justin now on this near side. Mavididi playing Dewsbury Hall into a bit of trouble, but Mavididi tries to trick his way through, but he can't get through, and it's all the way back to Vestergaard in the Leicester half. Trying to be a little bit too fancy there, I think. Like I say, we don't want it with Jamie Vardy. What can he do? He can play it through. Can he? Yes, Mavididi here, just outside the box, chips it in. Oh, but he can't find Ndidi. But it comes back out to Mavididi. That was a good move there, but unfortunately the end product was the end cross wasn't very good. But anyway, just into Mavididi in this near corner. Oh, foul. The referee doesn't give it though. That surely was a foul. Have a look at this again. I couldn't say from behind. He saw he went over. If contact was made, it was a free kick. Or did he go down too easily? Perhaps went down a little bit too easily. And that's probably why he didn't get it. Handball against Leicester. Against Fataru. Thank you, Fataru. Abdul, for my birthday greetings. Appreciate that. Wasn't personalised. Don't get excited, you know. Anyway, Bristol City take the free kick on the far side inside their own half. Leicester have had a few sparks of inspiration, but I can't say Bristol City look too worried. But Bristol City play it well now, and they won the breakaway. Leicester City got numbers back. Oh, it's a shot! Oh, it's a double save from Hermansen. Wow. A double save from Hermansen. That should have been 1-0 to Bristol. 2 attempts. Faz was beaten. Good save. It goes straight out to another Bristol City player. And Mads Hermansen, double save, but it's gone out for a corner. All the way through. Bristol are claiming a penalty. Oh, great double save from Hermansen. Kept us in the game then, definitely. That should have been 1-0. Ah, excellent double save. That's not going to be one of the saves of the season. The worrying thing when I saw that was that the left back or the left winger for Bristol had the space again. Oh, Fatu, lovely ball through to Mavadidi. Oh, a bad ball then to Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Tried to just sneak him through, but he goes out for a throw into Leicester, only just inside the Bristol City half on the near side. Plays it, free kick taken quickly to Wout Faz. Winks plays a 1-2. Should have maybe gone forward with it, but he didn't. He cuts it back. Now it's with Mavadidi. Chips it into the box, over to the far side. It's headed clear. Doesn't get as far as Fatu. But Fatu takes it down. Now he's pulled down. That must be a... No! What the fuck? Let's have a look at this. Right in front of the assistant referee. A couple of free kicks Leicester could have had, but then again, we could have been 1-0 down. That's a penalty. No! No! Well, the referee's being consistent in not giving anything to anybody. Well, that I thought was a penalty to Bristol City. Oh, Justin has a shot and it's wide. Well, look, this referee. Let's just have a look at Faz here. He pulled him. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that was a penalty. That was a penalty. That was a penalty. Oh, Faz is... Faz is being caught out, to be honest with you. Now Kieran Dewsbury Hall runs into the Bristol City half, plays it into the middle of the field. Oh, doesn't quite get the ball through, but somehow it goes off Kieran Dewsbury Hall to Mavadidi, who loses it out. He loses it again. Chowdhury, though, wins the ball back. Hard but fair. Mavadidi can't play Vardy in. Cut out by the Bristol City fans. Now that's a free kick, surely. Bristol City now, they're buoyed by that. Headed out, crossed in. Justin heads it over his own goal for a corner. Bristol City are buoyed by this now. They feel a sense of injustice. So it's a corner. Corner to Bristol City. It's a corner. It's a long corner. It's deep. Oh, it's headed back in, but straight down the throat of Madsen Manson, who runs into Matty James and just gives him a gentle push. I'm not impressed, Jim. I'm not impressed. And certainly, Jeff, we need a bit of luck. Faz, we got away with one there. We got away with one. Vestergaard and how Manson playing keepy ball between them. They include Chowdhury then for a minute and again. But to be honest with you, Leeds fans are probably watching this and not thinking they've got too much to worry about here. That's a throw into Leicester. Kieran Dewsbury Hall winning the free kick there inside their own half, halfway, just equal with one of the rugby white lines. White lines, don't do it. Did you just kick him, Doug? If you kick anybody for spoilers, Doug, it's a 24-hour ban, by the way. If I don't block them in total. So James Webb has been banned from the channel. So not just kicked out, he's been banned from the channel for being a prick. Mavididi slips, but he managed to keep hold of the ball. Justin calling for support, gets it from Vestergaard. Vestergaard over to Faz. Oh, bit of head tennis here, but Leicester somehow managed to keep hold of it. Winks and Dewsbury Hall. Got the ball, but we're not doing an awful lot with it. And then it just slowly is played back to Mads Hermansson. No, they don't. And James Webb, like I say, what happens is that he will now come in the channel. So I get the views. He'll comment and nobody will see them. Yeah, they got a lot of players back. A lot of players back of Bristol. Chowdhury wins it very, very well. Chowdhury, well done. Mavididi, Chowdhury, Indeedy. Oh, plays it through here. Oh, indeed, he just can't quite get it through to I think it was Vardy in the box. Fatawu again now. Fatawu. Oh. Got a corner, though. This is the first corner for Leicester, I believe. So Vardy's gone. We are attacking the Leicester fans in this first half. I'm just thinking if it's 0-0 at half time, will that come back and be a mistake? So Kieran Dewsbury Hall with the corner. Oh, it's too high, too hard, and goes all the way out on the other side. Faz getting done to him what he was doing to the player at the other end. So Bristol City have it on the far side. Thank you for sorting that out, by the way, Doug. Oof. There's a free kick there. Vardy on the goalkeeper. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. It was late, Vardy. Lucky probably not to get a yellow card. So Bristol City, 25 minutes gone, nearly 26. 0-0. Neither of these teams really imposing themselves on it. Bristol City have had the majority of the shots, but Leicester City now got the majority of the possession. Oh, good play by Mabadidi. Plays out to Ndidi in the middle. Plays it out to Fatawu. Fatawu comes inside, but he can't control it. Bristol City got it back. Bristol City back in numbers again. And that's going to be a free kick to Bristol City off Chowdhury. Come on, Thatchers. You didn't reply to my tweet. Thatcher's gold. On target more than Raheem Sterling. Or hits the spot more than Raheem Sterling, I should say. Anyway, Bristol now. Inside. Playing well at the moment, Bristol. Oh, well done, Vestergaard. Came in strong and heavy there. Oh, indeed. I'm not sure what indeed he was thinking about there. Oh, no, sorry, Mavadidi. But he played it to Jamie Vardy. Even Jamie Vardy was never going to get to that, let's be honest. But it was a good tackle. The Bristol City player took his time on the ball. Vestergaard just came straight up behind him and got his foot in. So into Bristol. Midway into their own half on the far side. 0-0. Vardy gets a foul there. Vardy was, well, I think if he hadn't been clear, it makes you wonder whether, if he hadn't been caught, would he have been in the clear? Let's have a look. Probably, yes. Oh, he's holding his head as well. It's a free kick just inside the rugby line. No idea what it is, guys. White lines. Do, 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 do. So free kick, Winks and Dewsbury Hall are over this. Who's going to take it? Looks like Winks, but you never know. It's quite a way out, so it's Winks, yeah, into the box. Pass! Oh! Oh! That was unlucky. Winks free kick. Fast header. Justin doesn't quite get onto the end of it. That was probably one of the, well, that was a good chance. But now Bristol City coming away. Now Fass is the other way, the other end, doing his defending work and doing it well. But it's still Bristol City. Oh, it takes a shot from way outside the box, and it's high. And as Jackie Wilson said, higher and higher. I'll probably come down with a bit of snow on it. 29 minutes gone. This game could go either way. It really, really could. Vestergaard. Oh. Vardy tried to play it through, but a misunderstanding there between the Leicester players. Coming up to half an hour gone. Still 0-0. Leicester City have had the majority of possession, but the majority of shots have gone to Bristol. We've not had a shot on target yet. Chowdhury, halfway inside the Leicester half, playing 1-2 passing ball with Winks. Now plays it over to Vestergaard, to Winks, back to Chowdhury. Oh, Mabadidi through the body! Oh, for fuck's sake! What a that was a lovely move! Absolutely lovely move! How wide was it? Not wide, not far at all. Wow. Wow. And when I say just wide, I mean just wide. Phil, that's very nice of you. To you as well. It's going to go out for a goal kick to Leicester on just gone off past the half-hour mark. That was... Oh, it hit the post! It actually hit the post from Vardy. That's how close it was. Indeedy, to Dewsbury Hall. Winks. Justin, back to Winks. Oh, lovely chip over to Faz on the far side. Got space. Runs towards the box. Plays it to Patu out on the far side. Plays it back into Faz. Oh, he can't get the cross. Well, he gets the cross in, but he can't find a Leicester player. But now it is with Dewsbury Hall. At the moment, Leicester are looking the more likely, but Faz was well covered there by the defender. They still haven't got it away. And Faz is still fighting for it. Oh, and then finally it's out for a Bristol City shot. Leicester City having a good spell at the moment. There's a throw in. Oh, now then, Mavididi on the outside of his foot comes off. Is it going to go for a corner? No, he came off Dewsbury Hall. So it's back with the Bristol City defenders in their own penalty area. "73 are watching." Oh, Bristol City wide on that left-hand side again. Again, where was Chowdhury? Oh, then a bad ball. And it's out for a goal kick. Chowdhury out of position again. Faz is looking a little bit as if he's got a mistake in him. Oh, Leicester give the ball away here. Oh. Shouting for a handball here. I don't think it was. Don't think it's going to be given. The last 10 minutes of this half now. It's a corner quickly taken by Bristol on the far side. Oh, good defending there. Wilfred Ndidi. If we do not get anything from this game, Leeds are going to be, and Ipswich, wringing their hands together. They really, really are. So, Bristol City now at the moment. Oh, turned! Oh! Oh, my God! Now Vardy is coming away. He's got nobody with him, though. He's on the far side. Mavadidi's coming up on this side, but it doesn't get through to him. It gets to Vardy! Oh! Oh! Bad defending from Leicester there. Just showing it again then. Chowdhury. Oof. Vardy, he's getting closer. Oh. Honestly, Bristol City are looking good. Fair play to them. They're looking good at the moment. That's the Irish for you, Ben. They've been drinking too much Guinness. Kieran Dewsbury Hall from Vestergaard out to Mavadidi on this near side. Mavadidi, little magic tricks with the ball. Chipped into the box, but saw the way through from Justin to the goalkeeper for Bristol City. So Leicester haven't had a shot on target yet. Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall manages to keep hold of the ball. To Ndidi, that's going to be poor. That could be a free kick, and it is. It's a free kick to Leicester. This is Leicester, Ben. Yeah, never know with Leicester. So Harry Winks takes the receives the ball from the short free kick. Just a short pass to Chowdhury, who now played it out to Faz. Back to Chowdhury. Chips it up and over to Fatawu, but it's too hard. Too hard. At the moment, Bristol City looking good value. How many likes have we got? We've got 80 people watching. How many likes have we got, anybody? So, Bristol City goalkeeper kicks it upfield. Loses out to Leicester. Mavadidi gets it. Oh, that's going to be a free kick, surely. No. No, Chowdhury's given the ball away. Now Chowdhury heads it out. Winks somehow manages to keep hold of the ball and runs away with it. Now, yep, out to Mavadidi. Mavadidi back to Winks. That was a good run by Winks. 81 in, 34 likes. Come on, as Doug says there, smash those likes. It does help the channel. It's free, doesn't commit you to anything, but it does really help the channel. Kieran Dewsbury Hall trying a bit of trickery, but he's got like 4 players on him. Back to Justin. Now it's to Chowdhury. Winks is asking for it. Winks gets it. Oh, lovely turn by Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Held back then. Vardy's manages somehow to come away with it. Plays out to Fatu on the edge of the box on the far side. Trickery, one way then the other. And he's out for a corner. 41 minutes gone. Good defending there by Bristol City. But we don't want good defending. What we want is a goal. And what I want is likes. Smash that likes button, guys. I cannot tell you, it really, really helps the channel. Subscribe as well. That also helps the channel. Leicester fans clapping politely. Can't see Kate. So it's a corner to Leicester on the far side. 42 minutes. Chipped into the box. Oh, all the way through. All the way through there. I mean, it went through the whole, every defender, every striker, but all the way out for a throw into Bristol on the far side. Anybody, if anybody could have got a touch on that. Millwall, West Brom have kicked off. Head tennis at the moment. James Justin boots it upfield and out for another throw-in, almost in exactly the same position as to where it was just taken. I don't know what is happening because they're not showing the pitch. They're just showing the Rotherham manager now, but Winks has gone down holding his face. Oh, he elbowed him. Yeah, he elbowed Winks there. Would have been nice if we could have seen that rather than watching the Rotherham manager just walk around the sidelines. Anyway, Winks is up, blows some snot out of his nose and carries on. Dewsbury Hall, bit of jiggery pokery, gets it back to Vestergaard. Thinks about playing it forward, but he doesn't. He holds on to it. Then he tries to play it on for somebody to run onto it, but nobody ran onto it. So Leicester yet to have a shot on target. We've had 6 shots to Bristol's 12. They've had 4 on target. I think 2 of those was in one attack. So it's a throw in just inside the Leicester half on the near side to Bristol City. Yeah, just trying to work out. They were just saying then, Jerry Taggart, 10 yards was stolen by the Bristol City throw in there. One minute of injury time, not injury time, but stoppage time. Hardly worth putting up, is it really? A lovely long ball, but doesn't quite reach Fatu, and it's headed back to the goalkeeper. But it goes from the one goalkeeper at the Rotherham end all the way through to the goalkeeper at the Leicester end. And that's it. It is half time. It is 0-0. No shots on target. We will be back. I'm going to go and water the plants. So bear with me and we'll be back. I'll be back straight when I've emptied me watering can, as they say.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Luke, Brad, hello. Well, that was a bit shit, wasn't it? No shots on target, Luke.
First of all, happy birthday, mate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Vardy had a shot that had about a bee's dick in it from being a goal, but other than that, pretty uninspiring. Not playing like we fighting for our lives at all.
Would you agree with? Are you with us, Brad?
Yeah, I'm with you. As per, I'm always here, Chris. If you can't see me, I'm like a magician. Sorry, I'm having camera issues at the moment. It didn't work when I came on, so I'm trying to fix it. I don't know how big B's dicks are, but he missed by a bit more than that, Luke. Look,
no, he hit the post. He actually hit the post with that shot.
No, it didn't look like it on my screen, but I'm watching it on the phone, aren't I? So maybe that's why. Maybe
on the replay, I thought it was close, but on the replay, it did actually just clip the post.
Wow. Okay, then fair enough. You're right, Luke. I'll take it all back. I'll retract my last statement. But no, it's disappointing, Chris, and I'm disappointed because we've had 2 weeks to kind of get over our situation. You know, we've been talking about how the players can't let the off the ball things happen and get in their mind, and then here they are just playing like a team that's devoid of ideas, Chris. I mean, we had some moments, don't get me wrong, but do you remember early in the season, Chris, when we were winning games? And yeah, exactly. And we were saying a better opposition.
I'll ask Steph when I speak to her. I'll ask Steph.
You know, but Chris, you remember earlier in the season where we were like beating Rotherham's and whatnot, and we were saying, weren't we? It was nice that we won the game, but a better team would have taken their chances. And I honestly said to my mate just before I came on here, she said, "Oh, we're not playing that one." And I said, "Yeah, a better team would be 2-0 up," and they really would. And I couldn't. And you know what, Chris? If they came in 1-0 up, I wouldn't be arguing it because they've been the better side, and that's the most disappointing thing. I can take 0-0 at half time if we're on top, but we've not even managed that yet.
I mean, and thank you if you got my message. It's just what I'm trying to do is Brad's going to make notes so that he can know what we're talking about, because I'm writing things down and I'm missing half the game here. We look nervous at the back, Luke, don't we?
Yeah, we look really, really disorganised. I really wanted Cody to play for that exact reason. Can't wait for Ricardo to come on. I am expecting Ricardo to come on around the 60-70 mark and then see him start against Norwich. I didn't want Ricky P to start purely for that reason. I want to manage him. Don't want him being injured the rest of the season. So it's going to be similar to the like for like we used to see of our strikers at the start of the season with Vardy and Kell. You know, one plays 70, swap, know. But as Ham's not tracking it, he had a few decent challenges, but he scares me with some of the challenges he made. Not tracking his runners a few times. Vestergaard, I thought, looked poor. Faze, I'll be fair and reasonable. If I was a Bristol City supporter, I'd be shouting penalty all day long. That was a penalty to me.
Yeah, they were. We'll come on to that in a second. But I want to stick with Chowdhury. Yeah, I mean, he did make one very, very good tackle, but we were. Oh God, it was like bees around the honey pot, and we were just could not get that ball away. But
no, and we had a few moments like that.
But a couple of times, Bristol City have broken away down that left-hand side, and Chowdhury has been nowhere to see. And I know that Jerry's had a go at Wout Faze, and he's not had a good game either, if I'm honest with you. But where is Chowdhury? What is he doing in this role?
Well, the thing is, though, Chris, I'm not sure what role he's supposed to be having because... well,
it's not a fucking cheese roll, is it?
One of them where, you know...
I did there, cheese roll, yes, yeah.
Being loud, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, you know, it's... Chowdhury seems to be playing in the centre-back role and Faye seems to be out there on that right. I'm not sure if they... I'm not sure if they know the roles are supposed to be going on.
But Chowdy should be coming back like Ricardo does to make it for the back and cover that Bristol City striker, shouldn't he, Luke?
Yeah, but I just look for all the positive things I could say about Enzo Maresca. The one Brendan Rodgers-esque thing of him is to persist with Hamza in that position. He had maybe one decent-ish game to start off against Leeds. For me, he's never going to suit that role. I don't know why he persists with it. I can't wait till Ricky P's up and running, but it's clear this day that we need more depth in that position because Hamza is not it. And in my opinion, I think it was a waste of money to extend his contract, but I guess that's a conversation for another time.
Brad, 2 penalty claims. The first one wasn't. The second one, we were bloody lucky that wasn't given. That in the Premier League, that's given every day of the week.
Under VAR, yeah, but I don't think it's actually a penalty. I don't think he does a lot wrong.
He was almost trying to get his shirt, swapping his shirt before the end of the game.
No, he wasn't. He was barely holding it. And yes, he got lucky to let go. But if the player felt his shirt getting pulled, why didn't he go down? Because then he's got more of a case. The referee does see, and to be fair to the referee, he didn't give us 2 free kicks for 50-50s like that, so he can't give them a penalty. And at the end of the day, Woutface, yes, he does have a bit of a grip, and it isn't exaggerated as he's trying to say, like he's trying to get under his shirt or in his shorts, but he lets go of him, and then he goes down. So the referee's going, well, you can't have been that badly contacted if you're going down after he released a shirt a second or two ago. So I don't think it was a penalty, Chris. I agree, stupid VAR would have probably given it because we'd been playing Liverpool or VAR Chester United. But I don't think it was a penalty, personally. At the end of the day...
All right, well, look, it's one thing it is, one thing it isn't. Luke, you get the casting vote. Was that a penalty?
Mate, talking of grip, he was about 2 inches away from giving the Bristol City player a squirrel grip, if you know what I mean. Australians will understand what that means. But no, I agree with Brad. It was delayed. And as for the 2 challenges that Brad's referring to, I think Vitawi and Mavadini, both of them each, they straight away looked to the ref, which they're never going to play it. But as for that, yes, penalty. He grabbed his shorts. Doesn't matter delayed or not. That's 100% a penalty, in my opinion.
Paul agrees with us. Luke, you're a man of wise decisions. That's all I can say. Paul agrees as well.
If he was that badly pulling his shirt, he would have hit the deck straight away. If he stayed on his feet, then he's not doing much damage to him. I wouldn't be expecting it to be given for us, Chris. I'll use that one on you. I wouldn't be asking for it for Leicester because I watched it.
Yes, you would. You so would.
I don't know what you're saying. You must have big blue tinted glasses on because you think he's got elastic pants.
No, I've just got a bigger screen than you, I think. Hey, you know what I mean?
Wow.
John says here, a very good point. If Daka had missed the chance Vardy missed, all hell would break loose. Definitely, John, definitely. But look, Brad, goalkeepers union. Wow. What a double save from Mads.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's more impressive because he doesn't have a couple of seconds to pick himself up from the first shot. He literally springs up, dives and makes the save. And you know what? He nearly completed it in a perfect manner. He was lucky he couldn't keep it from going out for the corner. But yeah, I mean that's what we've got him in goal for. That's why he's our number one over the 4,000 other goalkeepers we've got at this club. So yeah, brilliant and proving why we got him in as quick as we did to replace Danny Ward and Iverson as the number one.
25 minutes into the Millwall West Brom game, and it is Millwall 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. So I guess something's going our way. But Luke, I suppose the happiest fans at the moment are Ipswich and Leeds fans.
Yeah, I don't know why. Leeds have an absolute hard-on for us. I just don't understand. They hate us, but yeah, probably. But the game's not over yet, so...
But they are going to be happy. I mean, look, 45 minutes played. We need to win this game. We were discussing it before. This is probably the most important game of the season with everything that's been going off. That's been going on off field, if you like. 45 minutes. A team that is challenging, the team that has been top since the 6th of October. We have not had a shot on target. It is not good enough.
No, it's not. But players are back out in the pitch here, so I'm going to have to leave you guys.
Yeah, no, they are as well. Cheers, Luke. But it's not good enough, is it, Brad?
No, it really isn't. And they need to improve this second half. I mean, Enzo said they've been working on something since the break.
That's all I got time for, mate.
Yeah. Bye. I'll see you. I'll see you second half.
Take care, buddy. Oh, thanks very much to Luke, and thanks very much to Bradders as well. Right, so we are getting ready. Leicester City going to kick off, kicking from right to left. No, they're not. They're kicking left to right. I don't know me left from me right. Any minute now, they will be kicking off, and we're away. Leicester need to do something. No changes as far as I can see at half time. Something is just not. I mean, the problem is that we haven't, even when we were winning week in, week out, we weren't winning convincingly. Yes, a couple of games we were. Anyway, it's a long ball, hoofed it into the box. So Leicester City now, as the away team in the strip that I'm wearing now, that's the best way to describe it, are kicking from left to right. Bristol City, the home side, are now kicking right to left. Otherwise, it'd be a very one-sided game. And I've just won a free kick off Dewsbury Hall. Red top with white pinstripes, white shorts, red socks. Like I say, kicking right to left as the home side. Millwall, as I say, are doing us a favour at the moment. They are beating West Brom at least. I don't think that West Brom are going to cause us any problems, but any port in a storm. A long ball through. Can the Bristol City player keep this in? Yes, he can. He plays it back over. Good defending by Vestergaard. Scott. Oh, Mavadine is down. I'm sure whoever we're up against at the time is the one that you're hating. But I knew what you mean. Look, they love the club. They love the club. As annoying as some of them are decent. Some of them are a bit over the top. But every club has that, especially Leicester. Anyway, Chowdhury now to Faust on the near side. We'll play it back to Chowdhury. No, he won't. He'll go all the way back to Manson. He's got Vestergaard to his left, and he finds him. The Vestergaard comes forward, little drop of the shoulder, plays it through to KDH, who now has just given the ball away. And it must be raining because there's water all over the camera here. So the weather might have changed there. Nobody's got the hoods up. There is definitely spots of rain. Oh, no, they have got the hoods up. There's definitely spots of rain. The manager there, Lee Manning, I'm man enough. I don't need my hood up for a spot of rain. If there was a prize for the quote of the day, Scott, you'd get it for that one. And it's all the way back to the Bristol goalkeeper as well. Yeah, Bristol City are going to be the happier of the two teams. And I tell you what, I say Leeds fans, Vardy now, he's running all out. He's really trying to make this goalkeeper make a mistake. But the defender doesn't get through to Vardy. That last ball again for Leicester. I think the Ipswich and Leeds fans will be the happiest here. Remember, depending which way the results go, any of the teams can be top by the end of. Oh, hang on a second. Bristol City come away down this near side. Keep hold of the ball. Good play by them. Neat 1-2. 3-4. Oh, it's a good cross, but we've not got it away yet. Oh, Vestergaard stuck his foot out. Leicester at the moment are making just a dog's bollocks of this defending. But depending how the results go, Leicester, Leeds or Ipswich could all be top at the end of today. Leicester, Leeds or Ipswich, it's offside anyway. Leicester, Leeds or Ipswich could all be third. That is what the mix is. Anybody could be first, second or third out of the three teams, depending how results go for them. 72 people in watching. Smash those likes, please. Let's get to the 50. I don't expect anything more than 50 when it's a televised game. Boohoo, hello, how you doing? We do. Long ball through. Indeed, he held off it there by good defending and by Bristol City. It just runs through to the goalkeeper. But yeah, we do look rattled. More rattled than a snake. Chowdhury there gets the ball off Faz. Turns with it. Plays it forward, but plays it to Ndidi, who had nowhere to go, and it's a throw into Bristol City, halfway into the Leicester half on the near side. Plays it back to his teammate in the Bristol City half, and it's played between the centre-backs now. Let me... oh, hang on a second. Dewsbury Hall plays it in now. Surely Vardy. No! What the fuck? No, then Badini. Oh my fucking God. That should have been 1-0 Leicester. 50 minutes gone. Vardy was in. Vardy. Straight at the goalkeeper. If that had been Daka, everybody would have been calling for his head. Vardy had the whole goal to aim at, and he shot it straight at the keeper. Let's see if anybody's coming out and having a go at Vardy tonight like they do at Daka. Because that was awful from Jamie Vardy. I'd have expected somebody in the under-11 team to put that away. Honestly, Vardy, what was he doing? Corner to Leicester, 52 minutes. That should have been 1-0. If that had been Daka, he'd have been crucified. I know it's this Easter weekend. He'd have been nailed to that cross and burnt. But I would imagine because it's Vardy and the sun shines out of his arse, nobody will mention anything. But if he goes and scores a goal, we'll all love him. Dewsbury Hall, corner taken, clips it in. Ndidi now. Mavadidi, back to Ndidi, back to Winks. Everybody's back for Bristol City. Fatawu. Dewsbury Hall was in a better position then, really, to take it. It's out to Mavadidi on the far side. Oh, poor ball, poor ball. But you know what I'm getting at, Jeff, don't you? I'm not mad at Vardy. I'm mad at the fact that he won't get the stick that Daka does. He should have done it. Oh, Vardy can't even get it. It's absolutely. Joe, go and wank yourself. That's all you've been doing for the last 3 weeks. Right. It was a good move from Leicester, but we were in the corner. Nowhere to go. Chowdhury's got it. Justin. Dewsbury Hall's got it, though. What can he do with it? Yeah, Leeds fans are... beat you, Doug. Oh, Fatu, lovely. But yeah, Jeff, exactly. That's what I'm getting at, is the fact that that was Dakar-esque, if you like. Yeah. Leeds fans are just obsessed with us at the moment. Living rent-free, as they say. So 35 minutes to go. I've just been informed, which of course it is. Apparently, we've scored more and conceded less late goals than any of the other teams in the playoffs. Free kick to Bristol City. Now that's not in the right place, referee. He plays it back anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, not, John. I'm going out. I've got better things to do. I certainly won't be wasting my time going on Leeds channels, mate. Poor ball through there. Oh, it's a free kick to Leicester. Dewsbury Hall knocked down. I will certainly be looking at the results, John. But I certainly, I would say 60-70% of comments that I get on these channels after the game, after the show's gone live, and you can add comments on to the YouTube page, are from Leeds fans. That's why I say we're living rent free in your heads. But your fans will be very happy now, as I would be. But like I say, I wouldn't waste my time on I've got a life. I wouldn't be going on to Leeds channels. Oh, Faz there, but it didn't come away. Certainly not just to go in and. No, Gus, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. But some of these, I mean, John is a brilliant Leeds fan as well. Brilliant Leeds fan. You are as well. Carl, who's a good mate of the channel, that does some shows with us. He's a good Leeds fan. There's some absolutely genuine Leeds fans out there, but oh my God. Who was that? Well, we should have hit the target, I guess. Was that Fataru then? MC, that's a little bit hard, I've got to say. Some of them are 100%. But then some of ours are as well. Dewsbury Hall now on the far side. Coming up to the 60-minute mark. Winks running forward with the ball. Plays it out to Faz. Mavididi plays 1-2 with Faz. Who's pushed? Oh. Out fast there. Couldn't quite get the ball back. It was a lovely 1-2. He's had a good game, but Twine's played all right for you as well, Anthony. I think he's either one from Burnley. I've got to be honest with you. I still say whoever finishes above Leeds, if anybody finishes above Leeds, they will get promoted. And I would take Leeds fans, the nice Leeds fan. Oh, Dewsbury Hall! Oh, he plays it back to the wrong player. I was through. Oh my God. Oh, it was pulled across. Fazir is absolutely busting the gut. Bristol City making 2 changes now. Now, if I had to pick between Leeds fans and Nottingham Forest fans, generally, I would pick Leeds fans. What I like about Leeds fans, like when Nottingham Forest came up, they were very much, well, we're back where we belong. This is where we should be, blah, blah, blah. When Leeds fans came up, it was, it's nice to be back, and that was the difference. There was no, with the majority, I mean, yes, there'll be some, of course there will be, but with the majority of Leeds fans, they weren't there, this is where we are, this is our home, blah, blah, blah. George Tanner is off. And Ross McCrory is on for Bristol City. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Had Leeds had the better start to the season than they did have, Tuesday, oh now, come on! Yo, what the Vardy again! Oh, the ball given away. What the fuck was he doing? Put your boot behind it, man! I mean, what the hell is Vardy doing? Don't anybody ever say that Daka is rubbish. He's been better than Vardy is today. How the hell did he miss that? He had the whole goal twice. He just places it with the side of his foot. Unbelievable, Vardy. Unbelievable. Yeah, but because it's Vardy, and obviously Vardy's got a lot of credit in the bank, but unbloody real. So a free kick finally to Leicester. Indeed, he now chips the ball into the box, but only as far as it's headed clear by Bristol City players. All we're doing is hitting Bristol City players. 64 minutes gone. Why no substitutions? Have won 1 in the last 5. They lost to Sheffield Wednesday, this team. Daka and Inacho are warming up. Honestly, this is absolutely pathetic. Bristol City coming away into the box. Absolutely unmarked. Oh, desperate defending. Desperate defending. Again, Bristol City shouting for a penalty for handball, not given. Now Bristol City are back on top. Paz cuts the cross out with a good header. But now, honestly, no Leicester player going for that second ball. Side net in there from Bristol City. Oh, take Chowdhury off. Long ball over, but we just signposted what we were doing, and the goalkeeper was able to come out and save it. And now, of course, the breakaway for Bristol. So 68 minutes. Third sub for Bristol City. No subs for Leicester City. Mark Wells is on. Did anybody see Leicester scoring? So it's Chowdhury back to Vestergaard. Bristol have been the better team for me. It's half time at the Den, the new Den, and it's Millwall 1, West Brom 0. Now we come away. No penalty for Leicester this time. Oh, Fatawu misses it. Headed away there by Madsa Manson. And he scored. Bristol City has scored. Well, we couldn't score at 0-0. We're not going to fucking score now, are we? Well, got what we deserved. Mehmeti scored. So Vardy is off. And here Nacho is on. Corner now to Bristol City. $15. We couldn't score 2 goals. We got 3 shots on target in 75 minutes. We're not going to score 2 in 15. Now, Fatu has given the ball away. Kieran Dewsbury Hall, good tackle. Mavididi now on the far side. Literally every player back here for... there's about 8 defenders back. Ricardo looks like he's getting ready to come on. I just don't know what to say. So now Chowdhury is off. Finally, 77 minutes. A bit fucking late, Maresca. So Wink's bringing it forward now. Doesn't get it through. Doesn't get it past the wall of red shirts. Oh. Oh, that was tight. But we've got the ball in the net. No Andy King coming on yet. They've just said. I forgot about Andy King. $11 minutes to go. I tell you what, if I'm looking at this, Bristol City look more likely to get a second. Now, let's not get too silly. I agree. I agree. I mean, this is one game. If you heard what the Bristol City fan was saying yesterday, they're not overly impressed with him. Fair point, Spencer. Again, right through the defence. Free kick there. Ricardo brought down. Steffi Maradini chips it in. Oh, just doesn't fall for Leicester. Eight minutes to go. Oh, Chowdhury was having an awful game. Every Leicester player's got 2 or 3 Bristol City players on him. And they give away a fucking free kick, don't they, to Bristol? I just can't see us getting anything now. Winks plays it out here to Fatawu, to Faz, to Winks. Ricardo to Kieran Dewsbury Hall, who loses it, but falls to Ricardo, back to Fatawu with Faz. How bad is it that we'd actually take a point now? Oh, just doesn't. I mean, good defending by Bristol City. Six minutes to go. 2 players again. Two players. Dewsbury Hall. Mavididi on the far side. Can he get the cross in? No, but it is a corner to Leicester in the 84th minute. Our 6th corner of the game. Five minutes left. Mavididi takes the corner. It comes in. And it's a goal kick. Oh, hey, Bristol City, last ditch defending again from Leicester. And a throw into Bristol City on the far side. I've got to say, I know we've got a Bristol City fan in. They deserve it. They deserve it. Excuse me, oh, I mean, the touch that he did, it was like, here we go, just tipping it forward. Free kick taken quickly by Leicester. Oh, that's a good thing or not. Don't know why. We're probably going to do nothing with it. Oh, poor ball again. Poor ball. Is Enzo the man to do it, though? So the free again on this left-hand side. Chips the ball in. Oh, it's too hard, thank God. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, Phil, earlier on. Depending on how results go, anybody could be top, anybody could be second, anybody could be third out of the three of us. That's a free kick. $118 in. Smash those likes. I don't know if he's good enough. Mavadidi. Oh, it's just absolutely. Bristol City have got the break on. Still not a penalty. Not sure. I don't know how much added time there's going to be, but I don't think there'll be enough. Do Leicester deserve anything from this game? No, I don't think so. Five minutes, ladies and gentlefolk. So we're into 5 minutes. So, I think we need a miracle. What's the song? Mike and the Mechanics. All I need is a miracle. Where's Brad and his dad when you need them? Just kick it upfield. Oh, Fatu just plays it out for throw-in. What the hell? Oh, none of the normal people look dangerous on the ball, do they? So, not sure what Leicester are even trying to do. Playing it around at the back. We just need to boot it upfield. We just can't get the ball at the moment. Oh, he's offside. It's a free kick. And Vestergaard takes it quickly. Bringing forward here. Winks on the ball. Plays it to Faz. We're down into the last 2 minutes, and that was a bad pass again by Leicester. Oh, Faz just sticks a foot out there. Just when he needed it. Oh, for fuck's sake, you can't even pass the ball to each other. So Bristol City slow, and there's 90 seconds left. Yeah, this is just embarrassing. Really is. Offside. Why? We're not going to do anything with it. In the last 40 seconds. And long over ball, but it's just going nowhere near. That's it now. That's got to be all over. There it is. All over, guys. Be back later.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Okay, so full time, 1-0. What a load of fucking shite. Don't think Brad is with us just yet.
I am with you. Private message, mate. I've sent.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That's yeah. No, I thought you'd gone to do it. That was all. Sorry, you're having one there. That's fine. Told you, bro. We were dog shite today. I've got to agree with him.
Don't anybody ever come on this channel and say, "Oh, Vardy would have taken that chance." Biggest load of dog shite in front of goal today was Jamie Vardy. Say it about Daka, say it about Iheanacho. I ain't holding the goat back. 3 glorious chances that 2 years ago Jamie Vardy would have buried. Don't ever come on here when Daka or Iheanacho miss a chance and say, "Oh, Vardy on, he would have scored that," because he fucking wouldn't. Because tonight, today, this afternoon, whatever day it is, I've lost my mind. Why did it take so long to take him off? Chris, you asked me to start taking notes. 62 minutes in big, bold, capital letters. I put 2 notes down. Take Vardy off, sign a corner taker. Now, I know we're on a transfer embargo, so we can't do this in the next second, but for flip's sake, Enzo, sorry, Scooby-Doo moment, let's see who it is. Brendan Rodgers, and I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. It's exactly what we just got today, mate.
Can't argue, mate. Can't argue. In fact, I think it could have been more.
Should have. They could have had 2 or 3. They could have had 2 or 3. They really could have. They could have absolutely battered us, and they would have deserved it. Because the one thing I always say, Chris, doesn't matter how much you have of the ball, doesn't matter how many chances you have, it's how many times you put the ball in the back of the net that counts. And evidently that's really counted today. We've helped Leeds go ahead of us by more goals, but without them kicking the ball. Well done, lads. Well done. Definitely up for this fight. Can't wait for the playoffs when we lose in the semi-finals to Norwich or Hull.
I mean, yeah. I mean, okay, I'm going to be a little bit critical here. Okay, let me put this up. No, I can't because it's not worked. Okay, let me not put this up.
Leicester, it's not worked today.
No, it's just a blank. That's what's between Enzo's ears, isn't it? Really. They made the substitutions. We didn't. What's the fucking point of having substitutions?
Yeah, exactly what I have in my notes, mate. Why did it take 77 minutes for him to get Ricardo on? Why did it take, what was it? 75 minutes for Vardy to come off? Why did it take until we were 1-0 down for him to make a goddamn substitution? Shove your press conference words up your arse, Enzo, because you said you were working on things. You said you had tactics that would change things today. I didn't see anything different. One of my last notes for the game, Chris, I'll read them out now. Leicester City tactics equal the definition of insanity, trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Awful, clueless playoffs.
I don't know that this is going to work or not. Just bear with me because I'm just banning somebody.
I thought I left you in stunned silence with my accurate summary there. That's why I was sat here like, oh, he's going to say something.
No. Okay, here we go. I've literally just typed that. Here's Maresca on borrowed time. West Brom have just equalised, by the way, against Millwall, something we couldn't do.
Well, you know.
Is he the man? And all right, look. Let's look at, yes, we went on that fantastic run, but like I say, we weren't winning brilliantly. Apart from a couple of games, we weren't winning brilliantly, and
we weren't.
We were scraping 1-0s here, or we were 2-0 up, and we were conceding with 2 minutes to go, and just scraping through 2-1. Is he the man to really take us forward?
Look, there's a part of me that says there's a need in football to stand by your man and give him more than just a season to get it right. There's also a part of me that sadly has to reiterate things that I said about Scott Parker, Wayne Rooney, Frank Lampard. Inexperienced managers getting high-end jobs is not the way to go at times. And the fact that he doesn't have a plan B, look, it's not his fault. He's only in his first season as football managerial experience, and it's not his fault that Leicester thought he was the best candidate. And he may still yet get us promoted. And then we can breathe a sigh of relief and hope for the best. But this is the worrying part. You look at all the other managers. Daniel Farke. Now, we can laugh and say, yeah, he was like a stripper up and down a pole with Norwich, but he has the experience to get teams out of this division. Something that Maresca doesn't have. Something that the Southampton manager probably has more of. Something that the Ipswich manager has more of because he got them out of League One into the Championship and looking to fight for automatically getting into the Premier League. That's what the biggest difference is between our manager and the rest of the chasing packs. And again, I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying maybe this appointment was done because of all these tight-fisted budgeting. So I'm now starting to really question, and this is the joys of football, Chris. One result makes you question everything in life. I just wonder, Chris, did we make Maresca's signing because we couldn't afford potential more experience? Was he the best of an affordable bunch? If that makes more sense.
He was, as you know, he wasn't my choice, first choice. But when he came in, I think he was built up because of where he'd just come from. You know, Man City having just won the Premier League.
Yeah, I think so. I think we tried to really rein that in and lord that over why the decision was made. But he was only managing the under 23s and was working with a bloody Pep for about 6 months. You know, it's like blowing smoke up someone's rear end, mate.
Okay, hindsight's a very good thing, and you know we were doing well. And let's be honest with Leeds, had they, and I said this earlier, had they had a good start to the season, they would have been miles out in front of us now anyway.
Yeah, but had we kept our bottle and our nerve over the last 8 games, Chris, we'd still be miles ahead of them. This wouldn't be a talking point. This would be there we go, down to 15 points. No, now it's going to be potentially we're chasing and hoping. That's the biggest disappointment. Hey, and I said it about sides, I'll say it about manager. A good manager knows how to keep a momentum going when things are good. A great manager knows how to see a blip over and get them straight back on track. We are not back on track. 1 win in 5, same form as Bristol City have just beaten us. Who are now 2 wins in 7 or 6 or whatever it is. So they're better on form than us. We are dropping down the proverbial form stat like we should be in the league for how we're playing, Chris. We've got to be about 18th in form. One of the same one was probably Stoke and Blackburn, or 17th and 18th, or whatever, wherever they are in the league. It's ridiculous, Chris.
3 shots on target.
3 wasted opportunities to have won the game and wrapped it up. That's what they were, Chris. There were 3 glorious opportunities by our supposed best striker in the division. And that's why I reiterate what I said at the start when I came on, Chris. Don't anybody ever come in here when Daka misses a chance or any actual chance saying Vardy would have scored it, because he clearly bloody well wouldn't have.
No.
Awful.
I made that point, and a few people made it in the chat, that if that had been Daka, he would have been not only crucified, but the cross would have been set on fire. And it's probably the right weekend to say that.
Mate, I think your fingers would have broken the amount of banging you'd have to done for the amount of rage that would have come out of people's ears and on the keyboards from it. And I wouldn't have blamed them to a degree. But you're right, they're right. You can't have one more. Look, Jamie Vardy, go. Will always be a Leicester legend. Who deserves to have a stand or a box or something named after him. But I'm going to be as critical as I would about him had it been them missing the chances. If that had been Daka missing chances, I'd have been saying the same. Ian Atcher would have been saying the same. It's just with Vardy, you can now no longer say Vardy would have taken them chances.
No. I mean, that second one, he had both of them, he had the whole goal, and both of them, he shot at the keeper. Does he not realise that the idea of a striker is not to shoot it at the keeper?
Do you know what's the messed up thing, Chris? I know it was offside, but the only one who learnt that was Ian Atcher. Ian Atchell was the only one to realise, maybe I don't hit this straight at the goalkeeper. Dinked it over him. And it was a great finish. It's a shame he was offside. But I have some serious questions. A note down here, right? Where is it? Where's the note I put? Was Justin on the pitch? Because the Justin of old was a left wing back that would get forward, make overlapping runs, cross the ball in, get into the box, was defending well, wasn't pushed off the ball, wasn't weak on the ball when defending and tracking back. That wasn't Justin today. That really wasn't, Yeah, but James, you say he's still learning. He's in a high-end job. He's a manager of Leicester City. He knew the pressures of the job. It's not like he's Bristol City or Plymouth manager where he's got a chance to learn because they're okay. They're not that bad. They're safe. He'll get a few seasons to build him in the Championship. No, this club has expectations and almost demands to be made, to be fighting on all fronts, to be getting straight back to the Premier League. This isn't a job for someone who goes, oh, but I am still learning. If we'd have been like this all season, fair enough. I'd have said, you know what? Okay, maybe automatic's too far for us, but we haven't been like this all season. For 3/4 of it, Chris, we were rightfully leading the way of the Championship. Now we look like a team that's accepted they're going to be playing the playoffs and is dreading it.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mark's come in as a Leeds fan, and he says not gloating. Having been there as a club, you LCFC need to get your act together, the whole club and fans and players, or you risk your world collapsing. We know what that's like. I mean, thanks, Mark. For not gloating. As I say, had you just got it right at the start of the season, I think you would have been miles ahead of us anyway, and deservedly so. I mean, look. Had we said we were going to be third at this stage at the start of the season, we'd have bitten your hand off. We're not third at the moment. We are second. But
it's just the manner of way it's happened, Chris, isn't it?
Yes. Craig said if we'd lost these games over the run of the whole season, we probably wouldn't be kicking up the fuss we are.
Again, though, that's circumstances. That's not how it's gone. And hi, everybody. I'm warming myself up because Leicester depressed me into a cold. But that's the thing, though, Chris. It hasn't. It's been 75% of this season has been brilliant, fun to watch. And now, like I said, Chris, it feels like that relegation battle all over again. Because, like I said, definition of insanity. I mean, why? Also, Chris, right? I'm sorry to have to compare him to Brandon in this way. But why did we bother on a training ground pitch and on a match day? Why did we bother telling Mavididi to cross the ball into the box to 6 foot blokes that aren't on the pitch? I literally have a note. 3 times I wrote it. The last time I wrote it was about 80 odd minutes. Crossing again. We do not have 6 foot strikers / midfielders. The one person who won the ball tried to get on the end of it was like what Fatawu, who's like 5'5". I mean, might not be. I might be exaggerating his height difference there, but you know what I mean, Chris? Like, one of the smallest blokes on the pitch is trying to win a ball into the box. It's just... I don't know why. Chris, and we said this when we had a little blip, when we lost them 2 games to Middlesbrough and Leeds early in the season. Our team's figuring us out. Well, it felt like they figured it out, and after a while, they finally got there, but... now they're figuring out how to stop us. We're trying the same things and it's just no good. We need something different.
Here she is. Enzo gets his pick. Can you hear us, Kate?
No, she's
not sure she can.
Doing something to the screen. I don't want to say something in case that came out wrong, but she's prodding the screen.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think she's frozen. I don't think we can see her. So we'll see if she's gone white on us anyway. The big 3 Leeds fan here. I was wondering, was there a key moment in the season that has caused a mini collapse, or has it been coming for a while? It wasn't to be seen. It was just our bad run came, and I was saying it for months, wasn't I, Brad? That we were having a bad run coming.
Yeah, I mean, even when we were beating teams like Sheffield Wednesday, the scoreline looked comfortable, and from a neutral, they might have looked at Leicester's scoreline and gone, Oh, that was an easy win from. It wasn't. Sheffield Wednesday, and I will reiterate that game, Chris. We won that game 2-0. Sheffield Wednesday could have won it 3 had they taken their chances.
Hmm.
You know, the only thing that probably is annoying for Bristol is they could have won the game 3-0.
Yeah. Mr. Decisive has joined us. Dave, how are you doing? Well, floor is yours until Kate comes back in for a second.
Oh, sloppy seconds, am I?
Well, look, come on. Compared
this
to
right,
Kate,
mate.
what do you
I'm
expect?
just wondering where all these Leeds kids have come from. Do the
I
mothers
love
know
the
they're
fact
out?
that I've not kicked them out. I've just hidden them. So they're going to
I
be
know.
typing away, wondering why their comments aren't coming up and they've been hidden in the channel.
Do they realise they're making you money?
No, obviously not, you know. But,
Thanks, guys. Best thing
there
come
we-
out of the day is Leeds fans paying you money, Chris.
I know.
It was shocking, wasn't it? Shocking.
The funny thing is that when you lose, you do tend to get more viewers generally, you know.
Yeah.
Look,
In answer
that
to
was
your question, John, it was awful. I hated it. Hated it from the beginning. I could see it happening, which was a disappointment, really.
Let me ask you this, Dave. I want to ask
go
you
on.
this. Is Maresca on borrowed time?
I hope
not in as much as we're
No.
going to sack him in the morning. Don't get me wrong.
No. I hope not, because we have done well to be where we are with what happened. Looking at this time last year, I mean, that was depressing. You know, this year we're still second as far as I know at the moment. Yeah, but I mean, he's got to do something. He must realise that. He's playing the wrong players. I sort of caught a lot of Brad's rants early, which is, I'm surprised you're still there, mate. I thought you'd have exploded by now. You know, Wout Fez looks awful. He doesn't pick up. He's out of position. He's casual. But I've said that for 3 or 4 months. That's not new. Chowdhury played him at full back again. Why? You know, Ricardo was obviously fit. Get him on there. The midfield were poor, to be fair, in comparison to what we're used to. And I think the 2 wingers, my goodness me, if Mavididi can't cut inside, he don't know what to do. And Fatawu, how did he stay on the pitch? I'm staggered that he didn't get substituted. And Brad's love child came on and didn't really have a hope, did he, at that stage? So
was he offside?
He scored our only goal on the flag disallowed it, Dave. That's the sad, tragic thing.
Yeah, and he was offside, but you know, it was so tight. But you know, I assume you've said about Daka and Vardy comparison, so I won't go there again.
No, you go there again, mate. You go there.
Well, I think the difference. I mean, I know what will be said that if Daka had missed those chances, but then in a bizarre way, maybe Vardy's earned the right to miss those chances. Although it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right, but you know, you'd say on another day he'd got a hat trick, but that doesn't help us today. But saying that, it's not just a Vardy thing. We were slow out from the back, which I know we are anyway, but when we get into midfield, we normally speed it up a bit. So there's 1-touch balls, 1-2s, you know, triangles type stuff. Today, we were slow everywhere. We were slow to play an easy ball from the back when there were players free and looked around and almost like they want to pose on the ball sometimes, which is very disappointing. And they still haven't figured out how to beat the bus that's parked there. So that's not going to change. But we just
a couple of points that I've written down here on the second half. Fatawu nearly gave the ball away after 58 minutes. I mean, luckily he was offside, the opposing, and how he missed that, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to bring Vardy up again because I don't think he's earned the right to miss chances like that. He's paid more than he was probably on 3 seasons ago. Then you know, he should be doing those. And as I said to Brad earlier, and I know it's Easter, but if that was Daka, he not only would have been put on that cross and nailed to it, he would have been set on fire as well.
doesn't make it right, though, does it? I mean, strikers miss goals. They miss chances. That's what they do. But they get chances. Vardy's in the position to get them. Would Daka have been? Who knows? But the fact is that strikers do miss chances. And that's why being a striker is easier. Because if you're a goalkeeper and you mess up, you're screwed. If you're a striker and you mess up, you get another go. And that's what makes it different. What worries me more is that we couldn't put a pass together in the last 15, 20 minutes. We put some terrible balls out. We just made needless fouls in sort of easy areas where you didn't need to foul, and that's sloppy. That's sloppy play. That's lack of discipline, and that's what worries me. They either look completely knackered or lacking discipline. And if it's the discipline bit, then that's Maresca and his coaching squad's fault. You can't blame Maresca for Vardy missing those chances or for playing. I mean, Wickes had a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Dewsbury Hall were off form, but it's happening too often now. They've had a good break, they've had a good rest, and you think they come back fighting. We didn't fight. We didn't go for that. They did. Bristol were good, to be fair.
They were.
They went for it.
Let's take nothing away, and I would hate for the Bristol fans, and I guess there's no Bristol City fans in. Don't know if Anthony's still in, but I'd
They're
hate
probably
them
too busy pissing it up.
Yeah,
enjoying
probably.
themselves.
Or pissing themselves laughing at us.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be here, Brad, and say like, well, we Bristol without bow, they deserved the win.
Yeah, they did. They countered well. They latched onto any sloppy passing. They were the most threatening side, and I don't just think they deserve to win the game. They were clearly the better side. The Mads double save, offside denied them. Well, I know he put it wide, but bad passing, the goal, a couple of chances after the goal. Chris, we could be. We're the only thing we're lucky to today is we're lucky we're not talking about an absolute beating. Let's be honest, Chris. The chances they created, a better side would have scored more, and we would be sat here talking about a 4-0. And still, the better side out of the two teams. You say this a lot, Chris. Which team was fighting for their lives to try and get back in the automatic playoffs, promotion zones? Because you could have fooled me that it were Leicester. You really could have. Them players. I'm going to touch on what Dave said there a bit about the midfield moving. Concrete in their boots, stuck to the ground, because all I saw more movement from players on a bloody table football, and you can't move the bloody sides apart from side to side. They didn't move the ball forward; they were static. It was foot on the floor. Look around, make a pass.
Yeah, we've not done that for most of the season. It's been quick through balls or 1-2s, and we look like we're playing Sunday football. We really did.
Do you guys, if somebody goes up for a header, right, and that header goes anywhere, what should players be doing? Oh, hang on a second. Hold on to that thought, because we have the ever beautiful Kate in. What happened to your 3-1, Kate?
Fucking didn't turn up, did it? Fuming. Absolutely fuming.
2-1, sorry. You went for 2-1.
I went for 2-1. Yeah, the two got left at home.
I mean, I said this, and look, I'm not saying that we should do this tomorrow, but is Maresca on borrowed time? Is he the man to... What's the difference between Maresca and Brendan Rodgers or Claude Puel?
I know what you're saying. There's a definition of insanity looming about Enzo a little bit, in the fact that he keeps trying the same thing over and over, and it's not getting any different results. However, I don't think Puel or Brendan are doing what Enzo did in the first 2/3 of this season. That's my opinion, and I don't want to sack managers. It's not got us anywhere in the past, particularly. It costs us a lot of money, which we don't have. I know I'm not about that. I just want people to learn from the mistakes, and I don't know who we'd get in, and we'd have to pay them a boatload more money. So no, we've got to work with what we've got.
Do you not think though that Brendan Rodgers was doing as good as Maresca's done in the first half of this season? Brendan did that in the first couple of seasons, 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, he did, but he had a much better quality squad, Brendan did, than what we've got today.
What do you think? I mean, you don't think he had as good wingers? We were struggling. We really had Barnes, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, but he went for 35, 40 million. We had the likes of Yuri, Madders. We got Fofana in for a bit. We had Harry Maguire during Brendan's time, didn't we? I think. No, I don't want Enzo to go at all. That's the last part of my mind, really. I just want him to do better, and I want the team to do better.
All I can say is that if this is the team squad that go up with Leicester in charge next season, it doesn't matter how many points you're knocking off, we're coming back down, because this team is going to be Sheffield United next season with this man in charge.
Do you really think that?
Yes, I do.
No, I disagree. I think we've only had half a dozen games where this sort of rut has been coming in. We're in a rut, and I don't think this is the first rut we've had all season, and I'm just not about this impulsive action. It doesn't ever work out having impulsive action. People need time.
Because it's not. I wouldn't do it before the end of the season because we're not going to gain anything, you know.
But it is impulsive. You're saying after 6 games you want rid. We've had a 6-game poor hole, and you want rid. That's impulsive. He needs to have a proper transfer window, which he didn't have. He needs to have a proper summer again. Now he's got a bit of experience.
He had a proper transfer window in the summer.
He was new to the job. He was new to the club. I just think he deserves more credit than that.
Every player he asked for, he got. Owen said that the other night.
But you still need more than one transfer window. You still need more than one transfer window.
The problem is, if this had happened early on in the season, it wouldn't be such a big deal. The fact it's happening now makes it a bigger deal because it is the end of the season and it's a bad end. If he can put it right on Monday and then put it right for the rest of it, then he'll be a hero again.
Absolutely. Confidence breeds confidence, doesn't it? If we win 3-0 on Monday, it's different.
I don't know how, though, Kate.
You've been drinking, Kate.
Sorry?
Can I have a pint of whatever you've been drinking?
I'm just not about sacking managers. That isn't the answer. It never, ever, ever is the answer. It never is.
When we're on this winning streak, then, and do remember I'm playing devil's advocate here, okay, but when we were on that winning streak, we were, apart from a couple of games, we weren't blowing teams away. We were 1-0 here, 1-0 there, 2-0 up, and then throwing it away and nearly, going to 2-1.
I think we always said
the ball hasn't been this huge success.
No, we said that, but it's a new team, it's new players, and we always said that as well. We're not happy with the way he's playing, but while it's bringing results, it's great. What he's going to do now is change.
To also play devil's advocate, Vardy buries those 2 absolute sitters, which Enzo has no influence or anything over. It's a different topic.
Ian Atcho would have scored those 2, wouldn't he, Brad?
Definitely.
I'd have scored those 2. It's not acceptable. As soon as he missed a second, I was just like, get him off. Just get him off right now. And that's nothing to do with Enzo.
That's what I had in my notes. So in fact, I don't know if you'll see it in capital letters. Take Vardy off. What's my notes?
But that's nothing to do with Enzo. One could argue Enzo set up the team that should have got the job done. And this is not the first time we've had this conversation of missing golden opportunities. I'd love to know the amount of golden opportunities we've missed that would have just seen teams off. Yeah. And there's not a lot you can do about that as a manager.
No, you're looking at in that game, we had no shots on target in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, poor.
Brad, you put your finger up before. Did you want to?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of go in between both your points there, Kate and Chris. The most alarming thing is, and we can talk about some of these players not being good enough if we do get promoted and transfer windows, the most concerning thing is, it's the players that have been here the longest part that didn't look up for it today. Dewsbury Hall, again, stopped pretending to be Madison, flailing his arms around, stropping all over the place. JJ wasn't a player that I've seen play for us before like he has done. You know, Winks didn't have the greatest game, but he was still trying to unlock defences. Mavadidi, Mavadidi was trying everything on that left-hand side. Yeah, where's the effort from the players that should know what they're doing? Players that we consider and most of the championship neutrals would look at and say, on paper and statistically wise, are above this championship level. I mean, Ndidi started the game, did he? Did he play for 70 odd minutes? He didn't really do a lot. You know, Wout Faes, Chris, I know he's probably the only one I'll say here. Wout Faes, 60 minutes, I noted this down, our most dangerous player going forward.
He was. He did have.
What does that tell you about the rest?
And the most dangerous player at the back as well.
As a genuine stat and not a tongue in cheek.
Perhaps he's played in the wrong position then, because he's certainly
give him the O'Neill treatment. Shove him up front like we did Matt Elliott and Walsh.
Yeah, I would, because he's certainly not not a defender. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just want to put this out there that
he lost Kate in a very nice position.
Yeah,
I know. She looks
I've lost signal a little bit.
No, you froze then with the sun.
You froze in the most beautiful manner with the sun behind your blonde hair flowing.
You look like the Virgin Mary.
That's because I am.
Wow.
I'm called Mary to my
I've
friends.
never met her, to be honest.
But no, let me just I want to just put this on record here. I am not saying that we should sack Maresca now or at the end of the season. I purely was doing that as, like I say, to create.
Well, it's your birthday, Chris. You can do anything, mate.
I can. This is very true. 3 subs, though. Last question here before we get your man of the match, Kate. 3 subs for Bristol before we made 1.
Yeah, that's getting to be the frustrating part for me. The in-play substitutions from Enzo are starting to be.
Oh, she's gone.
Ooh. She's gone very T-Rexy on us there.
Yeah,
she's right though. I mean, I'd have bought Ricardo on at half time.
Yes.
At the worst scenario.
Predictable. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yep, you're back. You hear us?
Predictable. We'll finished on.
Hello.
Isn't it great when she can't talk to us sometimes?
I love her Peter Crouch impersonation.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me, Mother?
Look, the air's funny in Bristol.
Ground control to Major Kate.
But anyway, yeah. What she's trying to point out is they become very predictable and boring.
Yes,
and
predictable
right.
on and off the pitch, mate. You're right.
Ronald, I love this. What Ronald said. Limp and Pearson walking stick could possibly get us up again.
Kate's back, folks.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
She's frozen again. The guest I had on yesterday from Bristol was bang on. They play well against the big teams, but we gifted them the game.
I mean, Chowdhury for the goal was horrendous, wasn't he? Yes. You know, he wasn't even looking at picking the guy up, and then he gave him about 5-6 seconds while he left him and let him go on have a shot. Then,
but they all did that day, didn't they? I'm going to come and they've been doing it for the last few weeks. Hull was the same.
Inexcusable. If your goalkeeper
goal was the same, they just
pick your defenders in front of you. You're not closing down. You've got no chance, have you? Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I'm going to make Dave's day here. We could have 2 Kates.
Oh.
Oh, no, Kate.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Anthony. Kate. Hello.
Oh, she's walking anyway.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello.
3 words, 2 syllables. I think we have lost Kate. Are you there? One last chance, Kate. I mean, look. Let's be honest with you. It's that Bristol air, like you say, Dave. You know, it's all the cider they've been drinking. Kate, Is Kate with us?
No.
No, I don't think she is. No, she looks to have frozen. Bless her.
Let it go.
I've never done this before. Donkey of the match for me was Chowdhury.
Oh. Well, I think him or Faze.
See, I don't know where this come from. I thought Faze had a really good game. I don't think he had a bad game at all. In the first 10, 15 minutes, when he was not reading the bounce of balls, fair, but I think he had an impressive game. He was the only one that showed any pace, Dave, and know how to drive us forward.
Yeah, well, that's good. But that's not what a defender does. He's supposed to defend. You know, the attacking bit is a bonus, but he can't defend.
While we've
neither can Chowdhury's.
While we've got Kate moving, let's just go. Kate, can you give me your rating for the team?
No, she can't.
The answer to that is no. Bless her, she's trying. God loves a trier. Oh, bless her. Bless her. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, do carry on.
I can't remember what I was saying there. No, I was saying the defender's job is to defend, not attack.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think out of the lot of them, Vestergaard was probably first in the line of best defenders, and I think Faze was, because Chowdhury and JJ were both awful.
There wasn't a lot of competition there, was there, for that?
No, that's what I mean. Like JJ and Chowdhury.
I was surprised at JJ. I was very disappointed. Chowdhury, I expected. He's not a right back.
He looks like JJ looks like a player that suddenly feels PTSD about his long-term injury, and he's scared to do anything because he came back with a bang, and now he just looks frail. And we got pushed off the ball by 34-year-old Matty James. As much as I love Matty James' time at the club, pushed off the ball.
Hello.
I'm back. Sorry, the signal in Bristol is rubbish.
Just turn around now and take that look up off your face. I played that this morning on the breakfast show, but nobody heard it.
Oh,
no.
Kate, I've just awarded Chowdhury my donkey of the match.
Correct. Again, it was almost identical to the Hull match, wasn't it? Where he doesn't close him down, the guy gets a shot off and it's in the back of the net. Just not good enough at all. And that I do rest on Enzo for his constant selection of the bloke. You need to stop it. Stop it right now.
At full back, anyway. He should not be a full back.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm gonna put this out. I don't usually go first, but I'm going to put this out here now. That I am going to give the team 5 out of 10 for the performance. I don't think it deserved any more than that. The passing was awful. They weren't going for any second balls. And my man of the match, I'm not going to give them because I don't think there was one player out there that deserved or did enough to earn man of the match today. Kate, I'm sure you're going to disagree with me. Your team performance.
My score is actually 4. 4 Miss Ford. The score on the doors, Miss Ford, is 4.
Yeah. Well, 4-5, yeah. So we're in agreement there.
And my man of the match is JJ. I actually thought he was one of the players that did what he should be doing. And actually, I'll send you the video, Chris. I got a really good video of him at the end. He came round and walked right by the advertising hoardings, even though there was so much booing at the end when the team came to attack. He was the only one that walked right by the advertising hoardings and walked the whole length of that stand, fronting it up. Everyone else kind of came tentatively into the penalty area and then went. But yeah, JJ for me, and Donkey of the Day was Hamza. Just really disappointing.
Sure. Hey, I'm going to let you go. The signal is bad there, and you're obviously full of wind. So,
I'm going to have a look at the SS Great Britain now. Nice and sunny here now, so
as well.
Probably be more fun.
It will be, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't sink like Leicester today.
No. Hey,
I've actually just seen a deep freezer sailing down the river as well. And I know we tried to throw the kitchen sink at it, but it looks like it's in the river.
Like it. It's bank holiday on Monday. Are you free for the show still?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Brilliant. I will see you on Monday. Thanks very much. Have a
Yeah.
safe journey.
See you later.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye. Oh, bless her. Brad, I'm actually going to change my thing and say, no, I am going to give a man of the match because I'm going to give it to Mads. Because at times he kept us in that game. Could have possibly done better for the goal, but yeah, and I just see doubt I can't pronounce that, but he agrees. So I'm going to just give it to Mads because I mean I would say really did as much as he could. Brad, your team performance and man of the match.
Oh, that's 3.
Really? Wow.
Definition of insanity. We're trying the same things that haven't been working, and we're expecting suddenly them to work. I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's the blame goes on the players and the manager. I know the manager doesn't ask Vardy to miss, and he doesn't ask the players to stand still and pick their nose and scratch the bums, but he tells them to play that way, and it's not working. Man of the match. I'm on my own here, but defended well.
I think I know where this is going, Dave.
I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to change my mind, and it's not because of that. But I said first was Vestergaard, and out of all the defenders today, the only one that kept putting his body on the line, kept trying to get involved and breaking up play, and I heard his name the most doing something well is Chris's love child, Vestergaard. And
really?
He was the only one that really stepped up. And whilst Wout-Face did get forward and had the only one that seemed to have his legs working, he did make defenses at the back. I don't recall Vestergaard making a mistake at the back. So 3 and Vestergaard.
Okay, interesting. Dave, take it away while I just go and do something in the background.
Okay, well, I was going to do 4 for the team, and I was going to give the referee the man of the match for not giving the penalty, which was a stonewall penalty. You can't wrestle somebody down like that. Yeah, that was a penalty. I'm sorry.
No, it weren't. You lied.
In anybody's book, that was a penalty. And in fact, the second one was lucky enough to be outside the box, else that would have been as well. But man of the match. Well, yeah, Mads has got to be the only one that actually comes out with some credit at all. And even
if it's not our goalkeeper, it's definitely theirs, isn't it? If you're going to give a neutral man of the match, because he made brilliant saves.
I mean, to be fair, I gave him 4 because of those chances we created, and this is where it's all started going wrong, hasn't it? Where we miss those chances and it goes wrong after that. Like they can't deal with missing chances. The heads drop.
I felt that.
And they just look as if I was going to say not interested, but I can't believe that. But it looks like they're just shocked.
An admittance of defeat, wasn't it, Dave? It looked they looked like a team that the second Bristol scored, it was like, oh well, that's it. Game's gone. We're not winning this. We're not drawing
I know we've had lots of Leeds fans taking the piss, and why not? But you compare that to them when they did us. They were, we handed it them and they took it. We didn't take it. And that's the big difference. And I think that could be the thing that we're regretting at the end of the season. I hope not. I hope it all turns out nicely on Monday again. But
well, a big question for you here, guys. What do we do for Monday? Do we make changes? I mean, we said at the start, didn't we? That was we felt, apart from maybe Ricardo starting and maybe wasn't up for 90 minutes. That was probably the strongest team that he could have put out, Brad. We said that, didn't we? So what does he do on Monday against Norwich? Because that team has been performing awfully recently.
It has, and I'd make big changes, but one of them's never going to happen because he won't change how we line up in terms of our shape. One good news is if we're going to get Norwich in the playoffs, they're struggling to beat Plymouth. They're 1-0 up. Come on, the Argyle. But I'd make a wholesale changes. First of all, I'd go something like a 4-3-1-2. I would play Winks. I'd play Winks and Didi and Dewsbury Hall in that middle three. I'd play Atgun behind the two strikers. I'd get Ian Atcho on with, and I'm going to say it, I mean, maybe the best thing you can do to Vardy to respond to that game is actually inadvertently play him. But I would go 4-3-1-2. That would be the change. I would put Doyle in straight away for JJ. I mean, Kate went to
Doyle back
something
then?
different.
Sent off. How many games does he miss?
It was a second yellow, wasn't it? I think, was it not?
No,
I don't know. Maybe he's not back.
Straight red.
Oh, was it? Okay. JJ then stays. Ricardo comes straight back in. I would. The only problem is, Chris, we've got Mavadidi and Fatawu, but everybody knows the script what they're going to do. Fatawu looked awful today. Couldn't get involved, and then that last pass in the last 30 seconds of the game summed it all up. He had a 10-yard pass to Vestergaard and played it out wide to nobody. But yeah, I would change the formation. I would take out Chowdhury. I would put in that gun. I'd take off the wingers.
But there's no need to kill the man.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to. It's up to you. Look, I actually rate Chowdhury. I think playing him in his right position in that middle is actually a good player. I think it's not fair to go gun barrel, two loaded shotguns at Chowdhury because he's not a right back and a centre back, and he was asked to play both today between him and FaZe. I am going to say this: as much as I loved his drive forward and his ability to go forward with the ball, Vestergaard and Cody. So yeah, I'd make 4 or 5 changes in that team and a lineup change, and unfortunately for me, the formation just won't change because you can guarantee it'll be 4-3-3. You can just guarantee it. You guarantee they're staying with that shape because he just refuses to change it, despite saying in his press conference, "We've got a plan B." Brendan.
Yeah, Middlesbrough are 1-0 down at Southampton. So Southampton are winning as well. I think they are
just scored against Cardiff.
Dave, what would you do?
Well, I'd put Daka in.
Now that's controversial for a few people.
Yeah, because why not? I'd like to play 2 up with Kells, just maybe took slightly behind him, but that's not going to happen. Ricardo, definitely. I'd also be tempted to put Albrighton in because the wingers today, as Brad said, were appalling. I think you can't replace. Well, mind you can. You could put Atgun in, but that's probably a bit too extreme. And if that didn't work, I'd put Woot up front, off the bench.
Yeah. Give him Martin O'Neill treatment. I agree with you, Dave. Get him on and then tell him in the last 10-15, you're up front.
And before that, Brian Little put Walshy up there, didn't he?
We don't talk about him.
Oh, I think you're going to put. You got to put Vestergaard up there. Cody back for either of you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Why not? He's got leadership. He's got command. We need that experience. And maybe, Chris, don't say this too loudly, otherwise Enzo will faint. But he's got height. If we're going to keep persisting with putting wingers on and crossing it into the box, we might need someone with a bit of height that can get on the end of the crosses. I'm sick of Fatawu being 5'6" and not being able to get on the end of him because it's a 7-foot cross. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we were poor pushing.
I mean, Jerry Taggart was unnecessarily harsh on Ndidi, saying he didn't make runs, he could have got his head on it. It's not his job. His job's to cause chaos on the box and maybe get on a rebound and score. Let's be honest. That's not his role. It's the strikers and the pushing centre-back's role to go, bang, get on the end of that. Can't believe I'm saying it, but bring back bloody someone like Evans and Maguire who could get the nut on it and put it in the back of the net. Because we're going to need it. If we don't go this season, we're going to need it.
Yeah, it looked like it was a long, hard season.
He put that towards another crate of Thatcher's. I'm going to need it, mate. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much. You are a gentleman, sir. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it does make you think that had Rodgers got the backing that he was promised in that window when we didn't sign anybody, he could still be there as a manager, and we could still be in the top half of the Premier League.
No, I don't think so. He'd lost it well before then, Chris. Well before then. You know, I'm sorry. I could see it last season from day one. He lost it. Okay, so forget the Christmas transfer window. Forget that. It wouldn't have made any difference. It was negative. It was boring. We were Brentford, for God's sake, at home. You know,
and so they were knackered. Yeah, my problem was just Brendan. As much as I can see where you're coming from, Chris, saying, "Oh well, he wasn't afforded either transfer window." The one thing that really ground my gears about Brendan is I could understand when you try and take the pressure off your players, but he pretty much came out, no matter how much we kept improving and how much we kept defying the odds and saying, "Oh well, we're doing too good. We're doing better than we should be. We shouldn't be this. We're punching above our weight. We're higher than." Well, and that is eventually when the players went, "Well, what's the point then? Why are we working our nutsacks off for you?"
And again, please accept that I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know
here,
you are, mate, and that's why, yeah.
But I just think maybe had he had that backing, he wouldn't have needed to do that because he'd have got the. And we all know that team did need a refresh, you know. But look, it's all if buts. What I want to do though, I want to show you this at the moment because this is how it stands before these games that had just kicked off had kicked off. Well, look, we're still in second there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we are now. Yeah, we know we're still in second now because obviously Leeds and Ipswich haven't played. Southampton is still in 4. It's not the end of the world when we look at it. It feels like it because, like you said, Dave, you made a very good point, and can't believe I'm saying that. But you made a very good point about had this happened over the space of the season rather than altogether. You know, we probably wouldn't have felt as bad. But look, Dave, we're still second.
I don't think it's the position in the league; it's the way we're playing that bothers me. I mean, the way we surrender, the way we're clueless at the moment. And if you hadn't have seen the first 3 quarters of the season, you wouldn't believe it. You think we're relegation fodder because I don't know. I cannot put my finger on it. I've not seen a team capitulate like that.
But we were lucky though, Dave, and saying those early games we were.
Yeah, we were, but we also scored a lot of goals. Don't forget. I mean, we've scored more goals than most in that league. I think Leeds are probably the closest to us, although Southampton and Ipswich scored for fun. But you know, we don't forget that. I mean, we're not as if we're short of goals, but what we are now, we're devoid of any ideas, and that's what worries me more than anything. Because next game, they're not going to be confident. Excuse me. The crowd are going to get on their back a bit sooner than they would. If he doesn't pick the right team, that's not going to go down well. And I don't see how we can think what the right team is, and he doesn't. That's what I don't get. But then, you know.
And Monday's going to be even more hellish for the players if Norwich score first because there'll be boos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to me, Chris, the manager and the players need to show that on Monday. Monday, we need to come out of the blocks racing. We need to be at them. We need to be angry. We need to be pissed off that we've just played and lost this game. And we need to be showing Norwich that we are not collapsing. We are going to fight for this. And we need to show the rest of the league we are not cooked. We are not top bottom Hotspur in the Championship.
But we are.
I know, that's what I mean. That's how we need to respond.
Can you see, Brad, that performance? And yes, I agree 100% with what you've just said. I won't fault that at all. But can you see this team putting that performance in? Because I can't.
I can't right now, but that's why they need to. They need to surprise everybody. You know, we're all sat here, and again, it's the way it's happened. It's the way it's going to happen. That's got us so pessimistic. Like you said, you both right. I can't believe I'm agreeing with him either, Chris. It's a shock. It's a miracle of a day.
Dave needs a bag.
I know. Had these sort of results not been in a cluster and had been in a couple in August, a couple in October, spread throughout, it might seem a bit better. But this is at a point where it's happening in such a panic and a destructive part of the season that I can't see us beating Norwich. I can see that I can almost already hear the boos as Norwich take the lead in the 12th minute and we look awful and we look devoid of ideas because we're not sat here talking about a game going, oh, yeah, we lost 1-0 and it's really disappointing. But by God, their keeper, he made 7 saves in the last 10 minutes. We threw everything at him. He was the best player on the pitch by a mile. Any other day, we'd have scored 8 or 9. You know, we weren't sat here saying we should have battered them. How the hell have we lost it? We sat here going, the second Bristol scored, we never looked like winning. We never looked like scoring, let alone winning that game. That's what worries me in terms of the mentality of the players. And they need to show that that isn't the mentality Monday. Should have shown it today, but they have to show it Monday. Otherwise,
you're
start
right.
looking at your calendars and booking days off works to go and watch them play Norwich or Hull in the semi-finals of the playoffs, because we won't do it if we lose to Hull. If we lose to Norwich.
The other problem was, you're right, that there was no change of plan. Even with about 2 or 3 minutes to go, they were still passing sideways and, looking to play the same way. Get the ball up the front, get it up there. You're not going to score in your own half, but they can't see that. They seem to have this mentality where we play the same way and that's how we play.
Because that's what they're told, though.
Yeah. But surely, as a footballer, you can't hear the manager half the time. You just change. You get up field. If your face, you go up there, or Vestergaard, get up there, get up front. We need to score a goal. It doesn't matter how we do it. And maybe it don't matter if we let another one in, but at least let's try and score a goal and equalise. I didn't see anything there. In fact, all I saw was heads dropping and passes going astray, and nobody, looking like they knew what they were doing at the end.
This is
15 minutes.
What we said after the game. When Marchesa and the City players went over to the away fans at the end, there were a few angry supporters expressing their thoughts. Here's Maresca on that reaction. I think the reaction from them is quite normal. You can understand. The only thing I can say is that, especially in this moment, we need them. They've been brilliant until today, and we need them until the end. Well, that's what he wasn't saying that, a few months ago, was he? And he went on to say, it's a tough afternoon. In this moment, when you lose a game, it's tough. We created, once again, many chances, did we? We missed. We said many times that football is a matter of taking chances. It happened already in the past 5 games, and our defeats that we created but missed chances. It is what it is. The good thing is that we have a game again in 72 hours. There's no time to think too much. And look, I know we've given Vardy stick here, Brad, today, and I'm not. Whilst I'm giving Vardy stick, it's more because. Not because he missed the chances, although obviously missing the chances was bloody annoying, but because we know what would have happened with Daka.
Yeah, that is something, and that's why I kind of said, maybe
that's not Vardy's fault, though, is it? That's the dickhead supporters' fault.
That's what happens when you get a pedestal put on you, innit? You put a player on a pedestal, and everybody in that position has to reach his levels, and that's probably the fans to blame. In a sense that we've rightly had Vardy for so long that we've become accustomed to it, that no one lives up to it, they're useless. So,
Danny Ward had that problem last year.
Well, yeah. But I inadvertently did say, didn't I, when you asked if I'd make changes, maybe the response isn't to drag him off and chuck in Ian Atcher or Daka on to replace him. I would put 2 strikers on, but we know that's not going to happen. But maybe it's the game where he gets a bit between his teeth and he's really angry and wants to make amends for it and goes and bags 2 against Norwich. It is still typical Jamie Vardy. I mean, it's not like he blazed them wide, is it? We know on another day he would have put them chances in, but
keeper did well, to be fair.
I mean, that was a great save, because if he doesn't save it, it's Leicester taking the lead. One thing I will say though, Chris, and again, not to reiterate the Brendan-esque feeling about it, but what was Maresca listening to when he said the fans have been brilliant until today?
Yeah,
the fans were singing. The fans were singing it numerous times. Chris, we watch it on the same thing. Numerous times. we outsung our absolute library. We were the only, Jerry Taggart jokes, you could have muted the Leicester fans and you'd have heard a pin drop because they were the only fans singing, even at 0-0. It wasn't until that Bristol got their goal and got in front that they woke up and started cheering and singing songs. And I don't understand why he said that, because the fans were brilliant. And Chris, you say this, they have a right to be disgruntled and boo when we lose a game. Not just lose a game, Chris, but look devoid of ideas for the last half of it. Because we did, Chris. That's the most infuriating thing. I think we can all agree, and everybody in the comments call me a liar if I'm wrong here, and you can call it me for fun if you want, Chris. But I think we can all agree the most frustrating thing about today is we look devoid of ideas. When it went 1-0 Bristol, as much as we hoped, I don't think there was anybody sat there thinking, the way we're playing, we're going to score. It was, oh, God, here we go again.
I went and made a sandwich in the last 5 minutes. That's how confident I was nothing had happened. And that's terrible. I mean, it's only the second time I've walked out on a game in my life.
I would have walked a dog if I had one.
Just very quickly, just to run through, who did you give man of the match to, by the way? I missed. Dave.
They give it to Mads and I give it Vestergaard.
Yeah. I was thinking of the referee, but I gave it to Mads.
Yeah, surprisingly, one thing we can't use as an excuse was official, because what he didn't give to us,
he did well.
To them. Whether he was right or wrong, and I still debate the foul penalty thing, but still, he didn't give to us what he didn't give to them.
If it was at the other end, I would have been absolutely screaming blue murder if we'd have not got that.
Hardy would have gone down as well, though. That might have been different.
Out of interest, Brad's best friend, Jordan Blackwell, at the Leicestershire Live, his man of the match, who does he agree with? He agrees with you and me, Dave. He's gone for Mads. He's given him 7 out of 10.
That's fair. I can't. I tried to not use my goalkeeper union head on, but yeah, fair.
Well, not much else a keeper can do in that sort of game, is there? Apart from save the ball.
He gave Hamza a 4. Vout gave Farsley gave 4. Vestergaard 5. Justin 5. Wink 6. Wilfred Ndidi 4. Dewsbury Hall 6. Fataru 4. Vardy 6. Steffi Mavadidi 5. Inacho 5. And Pereira 5. I'm not sure about the substitutes ones, but and what do you think we've said about Vardy? He got himself into those positions, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
You won't see that happen again in our lifetime, I don't think, or his lifetime. I don't think he would miss chances like that.
There you are, guys. If he does it again, Monday, Dave jinxed it.
I did, and I promise you it won't happen again.
So now we get to the official Allen's rating and man of the match.
I've got to do this while Chris changes it, because I don't.
Otherwise, you'll see it from London. I haven't done it yet, but I've done it now. There we go. That's his team rating 4. So look, Brad, you gave 3. Kate, Dave, Alan 4. I've given 5. We're all pretty much within the same sort of ballpark figure, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now,
I think. Oh.
As man of the match,
make 2 substitutions.
Yeah.
Man of the match, he's agreed with one of us, whether it be Kate, Dave, Chris, or Brad. But who is it that he's agreed with? Close your eyes, gentlemen. I've got to go quite a way up the alphabet here to get to it, so maybe that's a clue.
Huh?
And there you go.
Fuck off. No.
Well, Dave, don't sit on the fence. Tell us how you really feel about that decision.
Fucking hell.
The thing is, though, I can see why. Because
only as an attacker, not as a defender. He was shocking.
Dave, how bad were the rest of the team if we're sat here saying he was our best threat, minus the 3 chances?
He was our best striker. Yeah.
Yeah, he was our
Apart from
second best
Vardy.
striker, and he's a bloody
Yeah.
centre back.
But it's
And again,
shocking
I don't
centre
actually
half.
think he did a lot wrong at the back after that first 20 minutes. I think he settled down and did well.
No.
Well, Alan took Alan can take the
Actually,
the
agree with
pitchforks
that.
and the
Normally agree.
torches, because I nearly gave it Wout Phase as my man of the
I
match.
know you
But
did.
I think Dave will
Yeah.
just spontaneously combust.
I think so. No, I'm
I
sorry.
thought that might cause a little bit of a discussion when I saw that. I wasn't quite expecting that expletive from Dave, but
Alan, have you been on? Alan, what you been on? Because normally he's pretty sensible about it all.
He is, but he was there, so look, I'm going to.
I know, that's what I mean.
Hey, look, I thought JJ had an awful game and and Kate gave him man of the match. So
Yeah,
it
only
tells
because he
you what
walked
you see in
round
the stands,
afterwards.
what we see.
Yeah,
you're probably right. I will.
That's a great comment from Jeff.
Aggressively
There.
cut it with his knife. He'll slam that into the chopping board of
Jeff,
anger.
I'm going up the pub, mate. I can't be doing with this till Saturday night.
I'll meet
He'll
you
never
there.
He'll never watch the Air Bear Bunch, will he?
No. Meet the South.
I remember that. Gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. Dave, will you be there on Monday night, or say it's bank holiday? So if you're not, I understand.
Yeah, no, but every day's a bank holiday, Chris. You know that.
Yeah, I do. Us that are old enough to have been retired, Yeah. Brad, stay behind. I just want to have a quick ask you something. He's been naughty. You're gonna come to the headmaster's office after the show. Dave, first of all,
see you guys.
Where can everybody find you? He's keen to go, isn't he?
On Monday, I'm doing somebody's breakfast show for them.
Who would that be, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy called Chris, who's pretty impressive. So I've got big boots to fill.
But when Chris is on, nobody listens to him because he turns up when he's on holiday.
Good point. SurreyHillsRadio.co.uk.
Do get over there and check out Dave's show on Monday, standing in for me.
Happy Easter,
I didn't
everybody.
realise that I'd actually booked today off because it was my birthday. And I turned up this morning. And I've been talking for about a week and a half, Dave, about special doing on the bank holiday. And I can't remember what I had for breakfast. I'm supposed to remember what I sent in an email on the 16th of February. Come on.
It's been a tense month, hasn't it? It's been a tense month.
I have sent an apology email to Paul, by the way.
Okay, I did tell him. Yeah,
I know you did. You did.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, have a good one. Are you going? Are you going to be searching for your eggs?
No, I doubt it.
Remember, you can't take them on the flights now.
No, certainly not.
No,
not unless they're frozen.
Thanks a lot, mate. Well, I might see you on Monday morning if you're watching the game again, because there's another 12:30 kickoff.
Great. Okay.
See you later, mate. Thanks for
Take care. Bye, guys.
Bye. But anybody who was wondering where Luke is, he decided that he was in too bad a mood to come on.
I don't blame him. I wish I'd have been able to play that Uno reverse. I should have got him on with an Uno reverse so you could take my spot.
Yes, yeah. I did actually, in fairness, I did actually say to him that maybe he needs to, if he wants his channel to grow, he's going to have to really swallow it and still do it. But Brad, you have got this coming up. In fact, I wanted to do this while Dave was on and I forgot. But you've got this coming up.
Yes, do. It's a second in a row. You're getting treated to another 12:30 kickoff. It is the women's watch along. It is post Willie Kirk's departure, the debacle that once I can figure out a time slot to do it, we'll probably do a show around, possibly, once I know all the proper ins and outs. But yeah, Leicester, maybe the women can do better and bounce back. They certainly did the double earlier in the season over Bristol women. So can they beat Villa? And we are now in partnership with Surrey Hills Radio on there. So make sure, if you haven't already, go over to LTIDV2. The description is down below, as Chris always puts it. Go and click over there, click subscribe, and turn notifications on. And make sure you join me tomorrow at the same time as you did today, 12 o'clock, for the watch along for WSL.
Indeed, sir. thank you very much. As I say, do stay on, and I will speak to you. And thank you very much. Have a great weekend, sir.
I mean, Leicester have ruined it, but I'll try.
Oh, that is very, very true. Take care, buddy. All the best. Cheers. So, thank you to Brad. I will speak to him in a second. Look at it. It's still not bad, is it? It's still not the end of the world. It just feels like it. Brad, join him tomorrow for the women's watch-along away to Aston Villa. 12 o'clock there. He goes live. I'm guessing it's a 12:30 kickoff. And we will be back on Monday morning again. But anyway, at least I don't have to get up and do the breakfast show and doing this all again. Why do we do it to ourselves? Thanks so much for watching. Thank you to everybody that was in the room. Thanks to Doug for the donation. Really do appreciate it, mate. It's over to Leeds and it's over to Ipswich. You got to go and win now. I think you probably will. Unfortunately for us. But I'll see you Monday morning. Take care. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.